WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
Let's go!
10, 9, 8. Oh, screw it. I can't wait. 3, 2, 1.
This went from being something that elevates you to something that is I can't even find the exact word.
I love your guys' morning show. It makes me laugh so hard every morning.
I don't want to request a song or say anything stupid. I just want to say that you guys are the best radio station. No one does more for the community. No one cares about their listeners more.
You guys are the best, and I just want you to keep doing what you're doing because seriously, my commute would suck without you.
Welcome to Johnny's House, XL 1067.
Good morning. It is 6 o'clock. Orlando's #1 hit music station is XL 1067. Johnny's House Thursday morning. Let's see what it's going to look like today. Partly cloudy, a 50% chance of rain. High today of 87 this morning. Right now, 72.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Johnny, you watched Wednesday, right?
Yes, I did. Yep.
Did you like it?
I did like it.
It was good,
I liked it.
right?
I liked it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Well, Jenna Ortega is coming out, and she's going to be producer for the second season of Wednesday.
No, I think you need to keep it as it is. Maybe third season, let her jump in there. Too soon.
She's already had conversations with Tim Burton, so she's like, a part of the team and everything.
I mean, she is it. She's Wednesday.
I know. She said that we've decided, I don't know if you're going to like this, we've decided that we want to lean it into the horror aspect of the show a little bit more.
Horse.
She said because it is so lighthearted and the show, this with vampires and werewolves and superpowers, you just don't want to take yourself too seriously. So she said we're ditching any romantic love interest for Wednesday, which is really great, and we're going to get bolder and more dark.
Okay. I mean, if it was successful, the first season, that's where a lot of artists mess up on that second album.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say keep it the same way the second season, then start messing around with it.
The basis of it is a show that wasn't very dark.
Yeah.
No, I know. It was kind of like lighthearted.
Yeah, it was like a sitcom kind of. Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about it, but I just love her and that whole series.
For her, the best thing to happen was her to get that part because it showed everybody.
I know.
I'm
and
here.
Now she's going to be in Beetlejuice. She's just landing those roles.
Good for her.
Shaggy is a little disappointed in us. It wasn't me.
Like Johnny's House, he's mad at us?
No, he's mad at the world, at society, because of his song, It Wasn't Me. He said after all these years, it's not a cheating song. He's finally coming out. He's like, this is not a cheating song. He says it's an anti-cheating song. He said there's a part in the record where it's a conversation between two people and you have one guy, which is me at that point, giving the bad advice like, yo, bro, how could you get caught?
Yeah.
Just tell her it wasn't me.
Yeah.
And
stick to your story.
Then at the end, the guy says, I'm going to tell her that I'm sorry for the pain that I've caused. I've been listening to your reasoning. It makes no sense at all. You might think that you're a player, but you're completely lost. So he's trying to explain. He's like, you guys have been thinking it wasn't me, I got caught, but it's an anti-cheating song. It wasn't me at all.
I'm going to disagree with that. I think he put that out there to bring some new life in that song.
Yeah.
If that was the case and point of that song, he would have told us years ago.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Yeah, years ago.
I play that song a lot on my throwback channel.
Yeah.
So I've heard what he's saying at the end.
Yes.
I know the conversation at the end.
Yep.
The conversation at the end is exactly what he says, but it's still, the entire song is about someone telling someone else that they got busted cheating.
And whatever happens, stick to your story.
Right.
It wasn't me. Yeah.
Because he says, just tell her it wasn't you.
And he's saying, because it wasn't me.
No, but it was. At the end, the reason he's saying it's anti-cheating is at the end it shows that cheating doesn't pay.
Yeah.
The guy has to go tell her, I broke your heart, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You telling me to say it wasn't me is bad advice.
Yeah.
It's still a cheating song.
It's still such a good song.
It is.
I don't even know how many years ago that came out, but it was still such a good song. I love some Shaggy.
Didn't we hang out with him?
Yeah.
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 He did our
the
anniversary show.
And then we went over to
Splitsville upstairs.
Yep.
Yes.
And they didn't play. At 1 o'clock, they kicked us out.
Well, it was a good thing because we were hammered.
That's when we fell asleep on the bench.
That's when Ray and I both fell asleep in the Uber on the way home.
Yeah.
And I woke up calling her a big ass man.
Yeah. So Billboard listed the top 10 songs of each summer since 1958. Obviously, we're not going to go way back then, but the most recent one from last year, as it was, Harry Styles.
Okay.
2021 was Butter, BTS. 2020 was Rockstar with DaBaby and Roddy Ricch.
Okay.
2019, Old Town Road. I feel like that's a good one. And then 2018, In My Feelings was
And
great.
who came up with this?
This is Billboard.
Oh, Billboard.
They listed
Are they
the
trying to
top-
say? Are they trying to say that was the song of the summer then?
These are like the song of the summers, or from the summers from 1958 to 2020.
Just because it got the most airplays, does that make it the song of the summer?
I don't think so.
I don't either.
It's got to be
Yeah.
a summery vibe.
A vibe, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And,
So-
and does everybody have the same song of the summer?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Call Me Maybe was 2012. You think that was the song of the summer? I feel like that one just dominated. It went
did.
from like top 40 to like sports.
It was
Remember the
catchy and
teams?
everything, and it was popular, but nothing about it screamed summer to me.
No.
My thing is, Ray, that might have been your song of the summer. It wasn't my song of the summer.
You know you got down with the whole like arm thing
Oh,
that
yeah.
everybody was doing.
Hey.
Yes.
That does not make it the song of the
100%.
summer.
And in our memories on Facebook, just recently it popped up where we did the Parliament House. You were in drag.
Yes.
Doing that with Laura on a video
But
on my
that-
Facebook.
Okay.
That still doesn't make it my song of the summer. I just like the video of the baseball team in the back of a van.
Yeah. Doing the arm thing.
All right, you know what's up? We've been going commercial free. If you know the key phrase, it's time to call right now, right here on Johnny's House. Let's creep in. Let's take a sample from the 2004 hit I Don't Want to Know, just in case you didn't know. It is 6:09. It is Johnny's house, and it's going to rain 50% today, 87 on the high, 72 right now. All right, been going commercial-free since early this morning, and I gave you a key phrase, and if you know what that is, we are going to hook you up. Typhoon Lagoon, you are going to go. Let's find out who has been listening. XL, good morning. Who's this?
This is Veronica.
Veronica, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. Sounds like you're in a car.
I am. I'm on the way to work.
And what kind of work do you do?
I work for Ron John.
Oh, really?
Cool.
They used to be open 24 hours a day, didn't they?
The one at the beach was.
Yeah, the one at the beach. Yeah.
That's where I'm headed. I'm headed to the beach.
That is so cool. Didn't we do a broadcast?
Yeah,
We did.
we always do.
Or was a competitor across the street?
No, we did. We did a broadcast at both.
Yeah.
Because we always do Boards Fest, the
Yeah.
Surfing Boards Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, Beach and Board.
Beach and Board Fest, yep.
Hey, listen, I'm looking for a good quality kite. You have any?
Actually, I don't think. Actually, we do have.
Of course you have. You're a surf shop. You got kites?
Yeah, the one by the beach probably has
Yeah.
kites. Disney Springs maybe no, but
Yeah.
the beach one will for sure.
And you heading
Yeah.
you heading to the one at the beach?
I'm headed to the beach. Well, I'm headed to the office, but it's right next to that store.
Yeah. So what kind of discount you get?
It just depends on the item, honestly.
Well, what item are we talking about right now? I'm talking about a kite.
Johnny, what are you doing with the kite?
He flies
He
kites.
loves flying kites.
Wait,
He's a kite flyer.
we're talking about the thing on the string
Yes.
that goes in the sky.
I mean,
Absolutely.
what else were we talking
I'm
about?
thinking, because I'm the surf shop, I'm thinking, wait, are you on a...
No.
I was
you
like,
talking about on a
Johnny?
surfboard? No.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking about basic.
No, he flies kites.
A kite on a string in the air.
Yeah, okay, got it.
So how much discount you get?
Johnny wants a kite for the price of free, is what he's saying.
No, I'll
I
get.
can hook you up with a kite.
No, I want to pay for it. And then, when I fly, I'll have a Ron John T-shirt on the.
He'll post on Instagram him flying a kite.
I'm breaking all kind of FCC rules. Listen,
see what I can
no,
do. I'll
Veronica,
see
I'm
what I
joking. I'm joking. Don't do that. You can get me fired. Mess around, get a kite up in here. Jokes on the radio. All right, Veronica, what is that phrase?
It is. See you soon. I'm going to Typhoon Lagoon.
Yes, ma'am, you are. Congratulations. Got yourself a pair of tickets to Typhoon Lagoon Water Park, plus chance to win tickets to Disney's H2O Glow at Typhoon Lagoon. Log on to xl1067.com/contest. And we appreciate you listening. What time you start listening in the morning?
6:40 now.
6:40. Well, listen, you have a great time at work. Is it tourist season? Are they here yet?
They are trickling in.
They're trickling in. All right. Well, listen, you sound wide awake, and we appreciate you listening to us first thing in the morning, okay?
Thanks so much.
All right, Veronica, hold on. We'll get some information so you can get your thing. All right, we've been gone for a while. You wonder what we've been doing? Well, we'll update you next on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station on a Thursday. You are listening to Johnny's House. Expected to be a little warm today. 50% chance of rain. Otherwise, partly cloudy. 87 is the high. 72 right now. Last night I got out of the house. We ended up Camp Johnny a little bit early yesterday. Yesterday we did a field trip to the grocery store. It was amazing.
Beautiful.
And hey, here's the thing. I said, hey, here's how much money you have. This is what we need to buy.
Oh, so budgeting.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, I want those. Can't afford those, buddy.
He's learning a lot this summer.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I said, do you think you just go to the store and just pick things up and it's free? No. Everything you have to pay for it. So then after that, I met with the boss and some record people and hung out and had a very expensive dinner. I didn't mind running up the tab. I wasn't paying for it.
Those are the best.
And then afterwards, went to Winter Park. A good friend of ours opened up a new wine bar, and I got there a little bit late. And I got there, and I was introducing myself to people, and Erica Dunlap. Y'all know who she is?
Yeah.
Miss America.
She called us right before she won.
Yeah, and she never called back.
Said she'd stay in touch with us and then never called us again.
Somebody said, do you know her? I'm like, yeah, she never called back. So when I went over, she goes, I know what you're going to say. You never called back.
Stop.
I said, yeah, so we were talking, and she's doing some big things here, and people coming up and saying hello to me, and I'm saying, like, I'm not that's Miss America, right?
Yeah.
So this woman comes up, and she goes, Johnny, I love the show. You guys are great. And who's this young lady you're with? I said, this is my beautiful wife.
No.
And she went, huh? I said, I'm playing. And she's like, oh,
maybe.
I'm like, you don't know who this is? This is, so she said, well, I want to make it right. And I said, too late now.
It is too late. You can't. I mean, you can still call if you have something going on, but it's still too late.
She's doing some big things here, and it was cool to see her. But she remember, I'm like, it was her, and it was another person that left our show and won.
Right after that, yep.
And
she was second, I
Wow.
think. The other girl won first.
Yeah.
And she never called us, and we joked with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what she said.
And
then
I told her, I said, there was one girl from American Idol that we got behind. We said, yo, this is the person we had on the show. We told the people to go on our show win. And I said, first week, that lady got knocked out.
yeah.
And that was
my
it.
God.
And I got to bed about 10:30, and that's too late for me.
Yeah.
Ray, how was yours?
It was good. Just did some work around here, and then I went home and I just scrubbed my house. I cleaned the baseboards, the floors,
Good for you.
everything.
I've never had that gene in me.
I just felt like I needed to do something yesterday to cleanse everything, and so I did that. And then
It's a good habit to have.
Yeah, and then I had a really good therapy session yesterday, and then I hung out with the kids, and then I met up with some friends I haven't seen in a couple of weeks. So
Yeah.
it was
We're gonna talk about your kid getting injured.
Oh yeah.
In a minute.
Yeah, first
Yeah.
bloody nose.
Nice.
So we'll talk about that.
Nice. B.
It was cool. I got stuck here all day yesterday, man.
Yeah.
This week's been that way. I haven't been able to get ahead. I'm like, I'm gonna get ahead today, and then something happens. Yesterday, a fire alarm got pulled.
Oh,
I'm telling
my
Brian,
gosh.
I was going out, walking downstairs, and the alarm went off, and those big doors closed automatically, and I started freaking out because I'm like, I'm locked in, because I thought,
Really?
yeah, they closed. It's like,
Oh, I didn't know they did that.
and you hear click, click, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
You had to go through the other side. to
yeah,
leave.
oh no,
Yeah.
I went out the back door and
I
walked
had-
around.
Yeah.
That's what I had to do
Yeah.
out the back
It was
yesterday.
so funny because we were outside with the whole building,
Yeah.
and they were like, "Hey, can we get a selfie with you guys? We never
Yeah.
see you guys."
I tried to stay in here, but then, they
yeah.
came around and made me leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to call my out-of-market stuff and tell them my stuff was going to be late because I
Yeah.
was stuck outside the building. So
Yeah.
I immediately
the
thought of
worst.
you. I was like, what do you guys do when the
Oh
fire
no,
alarm
you
gotta
goes off?
gotta leave.
you got to leave.
You gotta
We
leave.
get fined if you don't. I
Yeah.
mean, our station locally will run because Ryan Seacrest can handle it, but,
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
other stuff is still waiting on me.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
got to come back in. I always get paranoid that somebody is pulling the fire alarm so we'll come outside so they can beat us up or shoot at
Yeah.
us or something like that. So
Yeah.
when I come out, I'm always like, where
Oh,
they
yeah.
at? Where they at?
When I walked out, there was a dude I ain't never seen before. He's like, hey. I said, hey.
And then somebody with no markings at all walks around talking about, nah, y'all can go back in. I'm like, wait a second, hold up. He ain't even got a logo on his shirt.
We so trusting.
And everybody's walking right in. I'm like, all right, fine. I'm going to stand out here. Y'all let me know how that goes. But so I finally got done. Then I just went home and I tried to take a nap, but I couldn't do that. So I just hung out with the wife for a little bit. We went to Disney Springs and had dinner.
Cool.
Outside. There was a little rainbow outside. It was nice.
Yeah, I saw a rainbow trying to form when I was driving yesterday. Nerese, how was yours?
It was good. After here, went home, took care of the dog, came back because I had a meeting, was very successful.
Very good.
And then went to go watch the Miami Heat game, so I did end up going to bed a little late. But I stopped after the third quarter because it was
Yeah.
kind of sad. I was like, oh, this doesn't look
That's
good.
the thing you have to. Some games you want to see and like I
Yeah.
can't because I'm gonna get into it and I won't get some sleep.
Yep.
You know,
It hurt a
I've
little
done
bit when
that.
I saw the clock. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I know how it is. Listen, Ray's child got a bloody nose for the very, very first time. Blood was everywhere. Paramedics was on. No, they wasn't that bad.
Actually, my friend's a firefighter, so he was
really?
on the scene.
Well, no, I'm going to tell you this is how they want me to do it when we have our little meetings.
Oh, yeah,
Blood
yeah.
was everywhere. Guys, you will not believe the story behind what happened to Ray's kid.
Uh-huh.
That's coming up next. Right here on Johnny's House. It is coming up next. 637, Johnny's house, 50% chance of rain today, otherwise partly cloudy. 72 now, looking for a high today of 87. As I mentioned earlier, Ray injured. It was a madhouse. 15 paramedics, officers everywhere, Ray screaming off the hook. It was insane.
Yeah.
What happened, Ray?
None of that. But no, we were at the playground yesterday. I met up with some friends and like their kids, and they're just running around crazy like they do on the playground.
Yeah.
And my son, ever since they started these strong classes, is just wild. Like he thinks that he is a gymnast. Like he's just, and I'm like, you know what? Do it. You know, I don't want to be like a helicopter parent, so I'm just like, I'm gonna see you do your thing. So he was doing this like monkey bar thing.
Yes.
And so he was swinging back and forth like crazy. And I was like, oh, that looks so cool. That looks so cool. And then he did it so aggressively one time, his knee hit him in the face.
Oh.
So his lip was bleeding.
Oh.
His chin was already bruised within like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then blood just started gushing out of his nose.
What were you thinking at that time? Now, did you see it actually happen or they ran to you?
I did.
Okay, that's good. Because if not, if they run to you like that, that's when you start freaking out. Yeah.
Well, because I always try to keep my eye on them.
Yeah.
And so I saw it happen, and I was like, oh, God. I didn't want to run over to him because I'm not that type of parent. Like, if they get hurt, I'm not going to be like, oh, my God, I got to run.
Yeah.
You know? So I was going to see his reaction first.
Good for you.
He didn't cry. He, like, got up, and I think he was in shock. And he looked at his hands and his knee, and like there was just blood drenched, like just dripping from his nose.
Okay.
And I looked at him and I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, like he was just like in panic mode after that.
Yeah.
But my friend that was there, he was a firefighter and like all that stuff, and he helped me because I was like, "This is my kid's first bloody nose.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do."
Yeah, because a lot of parents would freak out. They would freak out.
Yeah, so I try to be calm in those situations because I don't want them to overreact and panic.
Yeah.
Wow. So, but he was fine. I mean, it was bleeding for like maybe 2 minutes, and then he was done.
Growing up, we used to play what Sandlot football is?
Yes.
Brian knows what
That's
it is.
how
You know what it is?
I don't.
No, that's when you play full contact football with no pads, no nothing.
Yes, I've seen that. That's like before Thanksgiving tradition kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah. No, it's usually touch. No, we're talking straight up. And we used to do it in our neighborhood, and we used to play. I'll never forget. I was probably 12, and I tackled a man that was 35. It was no age limit.
Oh wow.
Anybody could play.
Right. You had the strength in you at that age?
No, it dislocated my shoulder, and I had to walk home because we had no insurance. So I was trying to eat. She goes, "What's wrong with your arm?" Nothing. She said, "Come here," and they took me to a hospital.
Yeah. That's the exact story with me. I was the smallest, but I'm like, I'm playing. I don't care.
Yeah,
and I got tackled, and I talked a lot of junk, which was probably not a good idea. And I ended up at the bottom of a pile of big dudes, and they were just piling on, and it broke my collarbone.
Did it? I had to sling.
I had to walk home from like 3 streets over because they called me names because I wouldn't get up. I'm like, I can't get up, But they were, and so I drug myself up and I walked home. My mom was at work because she worked until like 9 at night. So I just laid on the couch with my arm jacked up until she got home, and they had to take me to the hospital. Same thing. And my mom was like, "What were you doing?" I'm like, playing football, but I didn't want to tell her because I'm playing with 18, 19, 20-year-old dudes, and I'm like,
no roster,
12.
no nothing.
Yeah.
You just want to play.
Yeah, I just wanted to play. So
That's
they let me play, and they broke me.
Did they?
Oh gosh, it was so bad. That was my first broken bone. I broke my skateboarding, and
that was me was dislocated, but I know I didn't want that pain anymore.
Broke his same collarbone playing football.
Really?
Years later, and then he broke his elbow skateboarding. So
the worst my kids got is a bad mosquito bite.
He plays safe.
Yeah. Look, watch that. Rub it off.
I feel like I was always injured when I was younger. Like I fractured my cheekbone.
Yeah,
I almost had to get a glass eye. I
and...
broke my nose 3 times.
Oh my gosh. You guys are talking about broken bones. I'm over here knocking on wood. I've never broken a bone.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Same with my wife. She's never broken a bone. Now she's had surgery and I've never had surgery.
Yeah.
But she's never broken a bone.
Same.
So like I was telling my son, I'm like, what to do, and she's like, it's not that bad. I'm like, it's a broken elbow. It is that bad.
That is horrible.
I tell my kid, why didn't you tell me that you're hurt? Because I know all you're going to tell me to do is walk it out. That's what I was told. Walk it out.
Been through everything, and we got insurance.
Yes.
My son walks in, because he broke his elbow in high school. He walks in, tells me, "Hey, I fell off my skateboard. I think I really hurt my elbow." I'm like, "Nah, just stretch it. Like,
Oh gosh.
you'll be good." And then a few hours later, he's like, "Dad, seriously." I'm like, "Fine."
What was wrong?
Broke his elbow.
Oh, Dad.
He was in a
Did you
cast.
see it?
Yeah, he was
I
in
do
a
remember
cast
that. That's right.
for 8 weeks.
That's right.
And I'm like, "My bad."
Oh my
Stretch it out, boy.
god.
You okay? Back in my day, we used to cut each other's arms off.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can't break an elbow.
Get out of here. I want to find out about the first injury you had and how injury prone is your child. There's some kids that are just injury prone. You just know when they go outside, something going to happen.
That's my son.
407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile is 41067. You can text that. Social media live stream, drop comments. How injury prone were you as a kid, and how injury prone is your child right now? You heard about Ray's kids. Let's hear about yours on Johnny's House. The song is predicted to be the Spotify song of the summer. You can't be naming songs of the summer
I
already.
love that song, though.
You think so?
It's
Already,
so chill.
though?
That one's got a chance, though. It's
You
got a
think
nice
so?
vibe to it. Yeah.
All right, let's calm down. It's 6:53 and Johnny's house. Expect some rain, 50% chance. Otherwise, partly cloudy. 87 is the high. 72 right now. If you missed it, Ray's kid fell. Well, was it monkey bars? You guys, back in the day, the monkey bars, the bottom was cement.
Yeah.
And if it was 100 degrees here, when you hit the bar, your hands went.
It was
Yeah.
they were rusty.
Oh, yeah.
it
Well,
didn't-
now they're not straight metal. They got like the plastic kind of, so it's not as hot.
Really?
But then they fall on like turf kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah. You know what would burn you was the sliding board.
Oh,
yeah.
Because that was straight metal.
There's still a park that we go to, Winter Park, that has the metal slide.
Get
And every time
out.
I'm like, oh god. Yeah.
Wow. Do they have it's been a while since I've been to a park. What do you call those things? We
The
call
seesaw?
Seesaw.
We call them teeter-totters, but yeah.
Yeah,
seesaws.
they still have those? 'Cause
Some places.
You would always go with a big person, and they keep you up in the air.
What about the merry-go-round?
Oh,
That you would get on it and just
They
hold on
have
for
that
dear
at
life.
the Lake Eola Park.
Do
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
The big one where you just get one person to run and spin the whole thing, and everyone just holds on as tight as they
you
can.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, that
yes.
was awesome.
Yeah, and then we had like a half dome that was made out of like monkey bars that you
Oh,
could
I-
climb
Yes.
up. That
Yes.
we called it the terror dome because the idea
yeah.
was to get
Yeah,
on
yeah.
top and then you had to kick everybody else down.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
Oh, yes.
falling on those things. I hated that thing.
Really? Now, when you fell, what did they have? That when they had the sawdust or the dirt on the ground?
So a lot
or
of the playgrounds that I grew up with had mulch.
mulch. We
Which
had.
also hurt when you fell, because it was like you could get like a splinter or something from
Yeah.
falling on it.
Ray, we had straight concrete in the sun.
Oh my gosh.
That's right. Hey, you had to be a kid back then.
Mine was sand.
No, we had no
What is
sand.
happening over there with you guys?
Oh, that's how it was growing up. There was no safety features.
The thing we called the terror dome was in gravel.
And gravel.
Oh, gosh.
So our goal was to push you off of it so you didn't get to the top because you played King of the Terror Dome, and if you fell, you landed in gravel.
And I'm gonna show you something, Reese. This is what happened when if Brian had knocked me off and I fell in the gravel and I got hurt. This is what I would do.
Yep.
You all right, man?
Oh my goodness.
That's it. Back onto it again, man. Want to find out how injury prone were you or your child? Yoli, good morning.
Good morning.
And how
are
are
you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, good. So
Good.
not to show my age, but as a kid, McDonald's used to have carousels in them.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I fell off a carousel at 7, broke my elbow. And then my youngest of 3 daughters at 6 broke both of her arms 7 months apart.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. I'm showing you. I'm sure you're showing your age now because you're not calling us up saying you're a millionaire because you fell off.
Right. You'd be on the billboard right now.
Definitely not. This happened in the middle of, unfortunately, my parents divorced, so I was on daddy watch.
Oh.
That was horrible.
Yes.
But for my kid, for our youngest, she was in school, same thing, playing on monkey bars.
Mm-hmm.
Fell off the monkey bars, and that one ended up with surgery and pins in her elbow. And then 7 months later, walking the dog, she fell, and we were like, no, she really couldn't have gotten that hurt. And lo and behold, she broke her other arm. So
Goodness.
yeah, 7 months apart, 2 different colored casts. She was just that kid.
Wow. Yeah, some kids are that kid. Well, Yoli, thank you for sharing that.
No, thank you.
You have a
guys
beautiful
great
day. Thank you for calling. All right, bye-bye. Ray, what are they talking about them injuries?
Kayla said I broke both my wrists at the same time when I was in 6th grade. I don't have kids, but my brother was also spraining his ankles literally all the time playing basketball.
Oh.
But imagine breaking both of your wrists.
Man,
Like, what do you do?
You're in a cast with both.
Yeah.
'Cause I broke mine and it was in a cast for like 8 weeks.
Somebody was crossing her brother over on the court, breaking ankles.
Yeah,
right.
seriously.
Crossing him over. Be what they say.
Lots of injuries on the XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check, call Dan Newland. Some guy says he broke his nose 13 times between high school football and the Marines.
Good. 13.
13 times.
I thought 3 was a lot.
Good.
Yeah.
You broke your nose 3 times?
Uh-huh.
And someone
Yeah.
said they didn't get their first injury or major injury, broken bone, at age 48.
Oh.
That's got to be worse,
So,
right?
Maurice, it's not too late
Yeah,
for you.
I was just feeling that too.
Still a chance.
Knocking on that wood. still.
Streamers, what are they saying?
We got Isabel. She said I broke my wrist back in middle school while I was on the soccer team.
Yeah.
And Kevin, he tore his ACL in high school playing basketball.
Oh, ACL.
Yeah. Yeah, that's ugh.
All right, y'all be careful out there. Celebrity news, a lot of stuff going on, Ray. What's up?
Jay-Z is $7 million richer because of another deal that he just landed.
All right, let's find out how the rich keep getting richer on Johnny's house.
WXXL HD1 Tavares, Orlando.
I am Ed Sheeran.
This is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
1067
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Jay-Z has been on and off a 7-year-long legal battle between the Parallax fragrances. Remember, we were talking about this, how he basically filed a lawsuit back in January of 2016.
Okay.
Well, they filed it against him first, claiming that he didn't live up to the promotional obligations to the cologne.
Mm-hmm.
So then he appealed it, and basically he just won overall.
Goodness.
So now the company is on the hook to pay him $6.8 million plus interest, so about $7 million. He's getting richer in just one day.
I love Jay-Z. I love his music. I love his hustle, but there's nothing about him makes me want to buy his cologne.
No.
Have you smelled it before?
No, I wouldn't even smell it.
I'm just looking at him and thinking, he don't smell good.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, I love me some Rihanna, and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I tried her fragrance. No,
Yeah.
not about it.
Yeah.
So a little perspective of how long it's been going on with this battle that he's been dragging out for 7 years. Jay-Z was worth $610 million when the lawsuit was first filed. Now he's worth quadruple that, and then just got $7 million because obviously they filed it against him. He appealed it. Then he just won $7 million.
Wow.
Yeah, and then him and Beyonce just paid $200 million basically in cash for that Malibu house.
Hey.
Yeah, I know. Bam Margera, I kind of been just staying away from this topic just because I just feel so bad for him. You know, he's been on and off with drug issues and rehab, but now he was on a 5150 hold. Psychiatric hold, and that was this past weekend. Then he was just released yesterday, and Lamar Odom was right there greeting him when he was released from the rehab center. Because we told you that Lamar has opened 3 treatment facilities after he basically died.
Oh yeah, he died
from an overdose.
Oh yeah.
So Lamar insisted that he goes to one of his rehab facilities, and it looks like Bam Margera has committed. And so he is going to be going into one of those treatment facilities.
You got to stay.
Yep.
I know.
You know, you got to stay.
Yeah, so the Odom Wellness Treatment Centers is where Bam Margera is headed to. Obviously, the motivating factor for him to get clean is his son. So he's got a very young child still.
Yeah.
So hopefully that gives him a little motivation. And Lamar Odom could be like, hey, I'm here to support you.
Lamar has a story to tell. What was that? So, was it the ranch?
The Bunny Ranch.
Bunny Ranch.
Yeah.
Is that he was passed out on the floor and they were still running his credit card.
Isn't that insane?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So sad.
It was pretty bad.
That whole story. I feel like there's got to be a documentary on that.
That would be cool.
There should
the guy who
be.
owned it is dead now.
Yeah,
Right?
he is.
Yeah.
Or like the people that worked there,
Yeah.
or like Lamar himself. They should
That would
make a
be.
documentary
It
on
really
that.
would. But I don't think they'll agree to it because, I mean, it's a full-fledged brothel.
Yeah.
A
It
legal
still
brothel.
exists?
Yes. Oh, yeah. It's
I
been
thought they
around.
tried to shut it down
No,
after that.
They got it on the outskirts of, I guess prostitution is legal.
In some,
Oh
it's
my
different
God,
by
I
county,
By
but
county, yeah.
I just can't. So the craziness in New York. With
Oh, my goodness.
With the fire that's coming from Canada, the smoke and everything, it looks like the Yankees and White Sox fans obviously have to wait a little bit longer because now the Major League Baseball, they just postponed the Yankees and White Sox game because of the air quality. The league also said it's rescheduling the Phillies versus Tigers game. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that are being postponed and canceled. I mean, we were talking about that one woman
There
that
was,
had
a play. I heard about this. I can't recall
The
her
Broadway,
name.
yeah.
Broadway play, and halfway through, she had to stop. So I can't breathe.
Yeah.
I can't.
And it's like all these celebrities are posting, and it's just like they walk outside and they're like, oh, it's just the smoke from the fire and all that. But now it's just getting gradually worse.
Yeah, you don't pay. Go ahead.
Okay, no, go ahead.
You don't pay $200 some tickets, and you're sitting there watching. This person goes, yes, hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm sorry, y'all.
Well, they broke in yesterday and said they were grounding all flights to LaGuardia
Yeah.
And
and
they
out of
should.
Because they
LaGuardia. And I'm like,
couldn't see.
They should.
I didn't know it was that serious.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Uh-huh.
wow, that's when I knew it was like legit.
Now, I wonder if it smells like smoke, because it happens this way here sometimes,
Yeah.
but it smells like
So
it.
when I talk to my cousins, they live in upstate New York.
yeah.
Obviously, they're getting like the full effect from it. And he was like, it smells like a straight up campfire.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it smells like you're camping outside.
Somebody said, here's the conspiracy behind that is that everyone's seen the smoke, but ain't no photos of that fire.
Yeah.
Have you seen any
It's
photos
true,
of the fire?
no.
What the heck?
I heard the prime minister talking about how there's fire in places there's never been fire before. I'm like, what do you mean?
I say,
Like,
show me some photos. No one's seen any photos.
You guys, these past conversations we've been having these 2 days, I'm not
Aliens,
okay.
where's the fire?
Think about it, though. Normally on the news, you're like, this is New York. This is what it looks like. It's hazy, blah, blah, blah. And it's caused by, boom, this.
And you would see the firefighters fighting the fire.
Yes. Even here when it happened.
I don't believe anything anymore.
You can't.
Nothing.
Oh, the world we live in. All right, it's Thursday. We like having fun on Thursday. And we're going to play the throwback game with you. If you don't know what it is, we'll explain it to you. And you can win next on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station, 709. It is going to be partly cloudy, 50% chance of rain later on this afternoon. It's still 72, looking for a high of 87. There's a couple of hot tickets that are going around, and it's going to be going around here in Central Florida. What was this comedian? We were talking about him yesterday.
Matt Rife.
Yes, hot ticket.
Yes.
And I've seen photos of this guy with his shirt off, and women are like, and he's a comedian too.
Yes.
That's a hot ticket. And the next hot ticket, and they just announced yesterday, is the world's best soccer player, Lionel Messi, is going to be playing in Miami. And they're coming to Orlando, I think, in September. But they don't know if he's going to be playing because he plays for the Argentinian national team, and they have some World Cup qualifying games. But that's going to be one hot ticket. I'm just kind of curious. I mean, here he is playing in the, he's the best player in the world. And, I mean, our soccer league is getting up there. Mm-hmm. But you got to understand, soccer around the world, we're still catching up. Yeah. The reality of it is, I'm not taking anything away from Major League Soccer here. They're doing great, but we're still in the catch-up phase. Yeah. So my thing is, will he be scoring 40, 50 points a game?
well, he'll be probably one of the best players in the league. Sure. But that's the older players come here to be the best player in the league.
Yeah, but see, he's still
Yeah, but he's still aged out of being the best in the world. He's just the biggest name in the world.
For sure.
Because they're the guy for France.
I know who you're talking about.
Has a weird name.
Yep.
He's way better. As a player. But he's younger, and so eventually that guy Mbappe. Eventually he'll be here doing the same thing. This is where they Beckham came here after the fact. For Orlando, Kaká came here. After his run as the best in the world. Hey, fine with us.
I know, but it's gonna bring more attention to the
of course
Major League Soccer. But they offered him a lot. Like he's gonna have ownership in a team, and so it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be one hot ticket. So I'm sure a few soccer fans are looking forward to that. But he's coming, and it's exciting to see.
He's still very good.
Yeah,
it's not like he's washed up.
I'm predicting he's gonna do about 5-6 scores.
You think? No, a game?
A game.
No, he won't score 5 goals a game. I mean, the MLS scores are usually 2 to 3, 4 to 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to go 10 then.
But I could see him, racking up like 30, 40 goals in a season. I can see that.
No, I'm going to game.
Which is going to be a lot.
I'm going game.
You're giving him basketball stats. He's going to average 32 a night,
4 assists. He's going to play some goalie, too. He's going to do it all. It's exciting, though. So if you're a soccer fan, it is happening.
When he's coming off of a World Cup, which is great. Yeah.
Oh, he's around the world,
I mean,
man.
it's big. It's huge.
All right. Time to play the throwback.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Excuse me, sir.
He stayed up late last night, y'all.
Yeah, 10:30.
He got that club voice.
Yeah, he does.
10:30.
He went out to dinner and went to a club after.
And I had some nice water, too. All right, listen, it is time to play the throwback game. That's where we ask you questions from back in the day. 4 different categories. We have movie premise, music, pop trivia, and TV. You win today, got a pair of tickets to see Kesha, Hard Rock Live, October 20th. And tickets on sale right now if you'd like to buy some. If you'd like to play, you have to call 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Let's do it. Let's have some fun on the radio. Let's play the throwback game on Johnny's House.
Hey guys, it's Brian from Johnny's House. Riding to work with you is awesome, but did you know I can also hang out with you at work and then ride home with you as well on Magic 107.7 each weekday from 2 to 7.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
721 on this is a Thursday. That's Harry Styles on Johnny's House. 72, looking for a high of 87 and a 50% chance of rain. All right, it's time for the throwback game. If you're just now listening for the first time, I'll explain it how it works. We ask you questions in 4 different categories from back in the day. That's why we call it the throwback game. And the person that gets the most right, we are going to hook you up a pair of tickets to see Kesha Hard Rock Live October 20th. If you want to buy tickets, they're on sale right now. But the first thing we must do is meet our amazing contestant. Let's say good morning to Laura. Hey, Laura.
Good morning.
And Laura, for the game, how old are you?
46.
46. And have you ever played before?
Yes.
And have you won?
Yes.
So you're a professional at this. You're a professional throwback game player.
I wouldn't really go that far, but as long as you say it, okay.
And what was the last prize you won? You hadn't gotten it yet?
It was a really long time ago. I don't really remember.
All right. So you know the way it works is we're going to ask you a question, you get it right, and then at the end, if it's a tie, we go to the tiebreaker. All right? We'll start off with movies. Keep listening, and there is some type of clue in the hint. And all these movies today feature Al Pacino. Because we just found out he's going to be a dad at 98 years old.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. Might not be.
That's ridiculous.
All right, here we go. She said, that's ridiculous. All right, in 1980 Miami, a determined Cuban immigrant who's known for the scar on his face takes over a drug cartel.
Scarface.
Scarface is correct. All right, see, it's not that hard. The next one, Don Vito Corleone, the godfather, the head of the mafia family, decides to hand over his empire to his youngest son, Michael.
Empire?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What did you say?
Can you repeat the question, please? Or the
Girl, I can't give you that. You were wrong.
She
said empire.
I thought she said that.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she said empire. See, now if you'd have came back and said Godfather, I'd have hooked you up.
Now, there's a TV show called Empire.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, but you've heard of it though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you got a point there. Nerese, let's do some music, please.
Okay, Laura, just give me the name of the title or the artist.
I find out that everybody talks, everybody talks, everybody talks. It started with the whisper.
Laura.
Everyone talks?
Should we give it to her?
Judges.
Should we give it to her?
Yeah. All right, we'll give it to you.
All right, there we go.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Okay.
All right, very close enough. Okay, another one. Here we go. I need the title or the artist.
Nelly.
What's that?
Nelly?
Yes.
Nelly it is.
Nelly is correct. Halfway through, you got 3 points. Ray, what you got?
Okay. David Beckham married which Spice Girl in 1999?
What?
Posh.
Posh.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
All right. In 1992, the largest mall in the U.S. opened in which state?
Maryland?
No, it was Minnesota.
Minnesota. You were thinking M. Got it wrong. All right. All right, let's go with Brian and some TV.
All right. This popular NBC sitcom was originally titled Insomnia Cafe and then Friends Like Me before it got its real title. What is it?
Park Central?
No, what?
Who?
Park Central?
What's the name of the show?
Oh, Friends.
Yeah.
Laura.
You are struggling.
I'm telling you, girl. All right.
All right. How many kids made up the Brady Bunch? Was it 4, 6, or 8?
6.
Correct.
All right. We ended with 6 points. All right. All right, Laura. I can't believe you played this game before.
More like 5.5.
Yeah, no joke. Emily, good morning.
Good morning.
For the sake of the game, how old are you?
29.
29. And how'd you do that last round?
I also got 6 correct.
All right. Well, you need to get 7 to win this time, okay? And seeing that we helped,
All right.
we'll help you a little bit too, okay?
Okay.
These movies feature Al Pacino. The comic strip detective Dick Tracy finds that life is vastly complicated when breathless Mahoney makes advances towards him.
Mahoney?
Dick Tracy. Dick Tracy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it the two that I heard of before last round?
Yeah.
I never saw Dick Tracy, but I
knew
know.
Dick Tracy.
Madonna was in that, right?
Yes, she was in
she
that
was
one.
Breathless Mahoney.
All right, here we go again. A group of high-tech professionals start to feel the heat from the Los Angeles Police Department when they unknowingly leaves a clue.
The heat?
Yes, just heat. I couldn't go heat.
Clue.
All right, nearest music.
Okay, Emily, I'm going to need the name of the title or the artist.
Emily.
Justin Bieber.
That is correct.
All right,
here
we
go.
go.
Another one. I need the name of the title or the artist.
Call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when that hotline blink.
Emily.
Drake.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, halfway through, you got 3. Miss Ray.
Okay, which online video streaming platform was launched in 2005?
Netflix.
Sorry?
What'd you say?
Netflix.
No.
Ooh.
YouTube is what I was looking for.
All right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, she has to run the table to tie.
Sounds correct.
All right. Let's go. Here we go.
Okay, what is the name of the game where players would take on the roles of settlers, each attempting to build and develop holdings while trading resources previously named settlers?
Yep.
Risk.
Oh, crap. I don't even know that one.
What do you say? Risk?
Risk.
No, it's Catan.
Yeah, Catan. I didn't know that one either.
I think she
No.
said Catan.
I swear I think she said Catan too. Hey!
I think we did give the other lady.
All right, you got it.
Oh my gosh,
right,
you
all
guys.
right.
We gave the other lady
Yes, we
two.
did. Well, if anything else, it's a tie.
Yeah.
All right, B.
All right, there you
got,
go.
Hey, no more help. You got to get these 2.
Yeah.
That was your lifeline.
Okay.
Are you ready? Here we go.
All right. What was the original name of the sitcom Seinfeld? Was it Jerry, Seinfeld and Friends, or the Seinfeld Chronicles?
Yeah, she didn't get this one.
Seinfeld Chronicles.
Correct.
Okay. And this is for the tie. Here we go.
On The Cosby Show, there were 4 daughters, Sandra, Denise, Vanessa, and Rudy. What was the name of the only son?
Oh, come on, Emily.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, she.
Theo.
Yes!
Oh,
yes!
dang.
Wow, where did that come from?
I watched the show, but I
Wow.
forever ago.
All right, if you can connect the 2.
Yes.
Laura, it is a tie. You heard that, right?
Yes.
All right, and you understand why it's a tie, don't you? Y'all don't even try it.
Yeah.
All right, here's the question. How much will Americans spend on Father's Day? How much money will Americans spend on their fathers on Father's Day? Laura, we'll start with you.
Like all together or per family?
Per family. I ain't talking about, per family, a person.
$39.99.
Good Lord.
$39.99.
Emily.
$39.98.
She did it. She did
Stop.
that. Yes, she did. Yes, she
Whoa.
did.
You went in the wrong direction. It is $171.79 that Americans are going to be spending for their fathers.
Dang.
$39. What can you get for $39?
I know they lowball us on Father's Day. I know this.
No.
But I still would have gone the other direction.
Emily, I just knew you was going to go up. It was going to go $40. You would have won. Wow. Laura,
I already got the Father's Day presents, and it was $20.
Oh, dang.
She's like, I don't know about
wow.
y'all. I'm talking about me.
Well, congratulations, Laura. You are a winner. You got a pair. I don't know how you won this thing. Got a pair of tickets to Kesha, okay?
Hold up. Is she a big fan of Kesha? Because she can have the Kesha ticket this year.
Emily, are you a fan?
No, that's okay.
You know we could have took that off the air. All right, well, both of y'all just hang up then. Thanks for playing, and goodbye.
I like Kesha.
Me too.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy and brushing your teeth with bottles of Jack and stuff.
Well, I lost, but I'm good. I ain't got no friends I want to get it. I'm done.
It's going down. I'm yelling timber.
Why you mad, y'all? Why you mad? We're going to find out when we come back on
Kesha's
the
on
other
the phone.
No joke. Paramore and Airplanes, they're coming to town. The Amway coming up on June the 13th. I remember they did a show for us. It was a Jingle Ball back in the day. And
Yep.
didn't they break up the next day?
That was their last show together.
Yeah.
That was it.
Before they broke up.
Wow, that happened a lot. Jonas Brothers.
I know.
what-
I think we got a photo with them somewhere.
With
We do.
Paramore?
yeah, 'cause in that little trailer.
With
Yeah.
Haley, yeah.
And then we realized that Bruno Mars was like
5'2".
5'2".
I was taller than him. I loved it.
7:39 is time on a Thursday where they expect some rain this afternoon. 72 right now, and looking for a high today of 87. All right, we like to find out what is going on. There's a lot of stuff that's happening in the world today. It's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. We were talking earlier today. If you miss anything, make sure you check out the podcast. And sometimes we update some earlier. So they were talking about the fires in New York and how no one has seen. They haven't seen the Canadian fires, and now there's a conspiracy with that. I heard there's a conspiracy that there is a civilization that's under the ocean. You know, I've heard they've been pushing that one. UFOs, we got that one that's going on. There's a conspiracy on anything. Do you believe anything? What can you believe?
You can't believe anything.
No. Yeah, you guys are
Believe
scaring
nothing.
me, actually.
Why all of a sudden you scared, Ray?
Because I usually try to stay away from some of this stuff, but you guys are just like going hard in on the commercial breaks, and I'm like,
Listen, I was out to dinner last night, and they were talking about the fires because some people had some family and friends up in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody brought up the fact, have you noticed there's no pictures of the actual fire? And that's one of the things you sit back and go, oh, there hasn't been. Maybe I missed it. Have y'all seen it? But all of a sudden, New York is, they had a picture of 2 in the afternoon, and everything was like amber, gold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, let's see the actual fire. Because even when they have it here, and we wake up some mornings and you smell smoke, you look at the TV or you look at your social media, and they'll say, well, this fire is caused by so-and-so, so-and-so. Are you looking it up, B?
I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can Google image any photos.
It's funny because the first thought that ran through my mind when I started seeing all this stuff, I was like, I wonder how all the other states are doing.
Yeah.
Because there's some land between Canada and New York.
Oh, yeah. And no, it's going down the country,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Oh, I'm looking at, is that?
Is that the fire?
This is, well, I got to make sure. You don't never know. Well, the weird thing about this, because it is so widespread, it's hit in New York, but it's also as far over as like the West
Yeah.
Coast.
Oh, yeah.
That's getting it. Like
Oh,
it's, I mean, Canada's such a vast place. I have friends in Canada, and I had to ask them, hey, are you close to these fires? Because it's such a big place. I don't
Yeah.
know where they are
Yeah.
versus where this is.
Yeah. Any photos yet? No?
I'm going to see. I don't
right.
want to say yes until I can verify.
All
that's
right.
what I'm saying. My family's in upstate New York, and
Oh,
they're
yeah?
like, they're getting it hard because
Yeah.
they're right there.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were just saying that everyone
Right.
has to stay home now. Like,
Are they
it was
really?
officially announced that you should be staying
What
home.
about the people where the fire is at? What are they telling those people?
People in Canada are like, what fire? These Americans are going crazy again.
Fire on us again.
What's this all about?
Nothing about no fire. We need photos of this fire. That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. And if you got any, let us know, because we ain't seen any of these things.
Dude, this goes as far down as Louisville, St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The smoke forecast.
But
Yeah, no, I haven't seen one yet. That one I just saw was a stock photo.
don't you find that odd? I'm just saying it, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that's not a real photo. It's a stock.
Wow. I want to find out why you're mad, why you're upset. We're upset because we ain't seen any fire. The New York has smoke all over it. We just want to see the origin. That's all. Is that too much to ask? Get a news crew up there. Somebody should see it. I want to find out why else are you mad? 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can text it over just in case you can't get in. The XL Mobile is 41067. And if you're watching us do our show on a YouTube channel, the live stream, you can drop a comment there. We do not put it on social media because you guys fight each other. We don't know why. You just do. But we need to find out, why are you mad? What has you so upset today? Is it your friends? Is it your coworkers? Is it some crazy stuff? We don't do politics. We don't do that because everybody mad about that. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Why are you mad? Any pictures of that fire yet? Not yet?
Now there is a person who says this is a photo, but like there's no verification.
How much do they pay him?
I don't know. They say it's from
One
their
person.
dash cam video.
One person.
One
All right.
person. But I mean, again, I can't verify.
All right, let's find out why you're mad. We'll find out together. This is Johnny's house. Sure thing, Miguel. Don't forget, he's performing at the iHeartRadio Music Festival, and your chance to win some tickets, 9 a.m. Our goal is to make sure that somebody here in Central Florida wins. So 9 a.m. is the first time. Listen for the keyword and do what it tells you to do so you can win and you can go. And we talk about it every day. What was the plan? I came in today to check the weather, the temperature in the room, and I was just, because it was cold outside, and I came in here and Ray goes, "What? Did they tell you where we're going?" I'm like, "Where'd you get that from?"
Well, you came in with your hands in the air, and I was like, "We got the invite."
I mean, of all the things that came to your mind.
I don't know.
I could just see Ray praying for it every night right before she
Every
goes to
day.
bed. Yeah.
The invite to what?
You know.
We've already realized that if we get invited, it's going to be 3 days out.
Yeah.
I know.
We're going to be the ones who are going because somebody else couldn't.
Not
And
even
that's-
somebody.
I'm fine with it.
A lot of somebody's
And that's also the weekend after we come back from the cruise.
And we're already mentally prepared.
Yeah.
We are mentally prepared for that. All right, it's going to be partly cloudy, 50% chance of a thunderstorm. 87 is a high, 72 right now. I need to find out why you're mad. Anybody here mad about anything? Everybody good? No. Everybody good? All right.
Great.
All right, let's find out why you're mad. Jessica, good morning.
Good morning.
Jessica, why you mad?
So, I live in an apartment complex, which we all know that can be a nightmare. Just let me explain how the buildings are set. So there's 4 units per building. Unit one bedroom, 1 story, and then the other 3 are like the 2 bedrooms, but they're 2 stories.
Okay.
So my first floor is the kitchen, living room, and a bathroom. I ran into my neighbors. They were complaining about there's water leaking. They're not sure if it's the AC or what.
Okay.
So I get home yesterday, and I have the wall that's in between both of our units. That's where my wooden fireplace is with my TV. I just got new furniture. I mean, 3 new recliners. They're the electrical ones, so you have to connect it.
Yeah.
And as I'm, heading over there, my kids, I have two little toddlers. As I'm heading over there, that's where their toys are, because I was going to go grab a toy. And I noticed that it's wet, and I'm like,
Squish. That's the worst. That is the worst.
Maybe he dropped a water bottle. And I'm like, no. I start moving stuff, and I mean, it's like flooded in a corner.
Oh, no.
So now I'm going over to my neighbors, knocking, trying to make sure that it's even that wall that's, leaking. Took a minute for them to answer. They claim that they've been calling for weeks, so they've been dealing with this for a minute.
Okay.
I get a hold of my property manager after calling 4 times. And he's like, "Oh, this is my first time hearing this." He's like, "I'll make sure to send the plumber out in the morning." And I'm like, "Are you joking?" So I'm trying to hurry up, clean up. I mean, I'm putting towels down.
Oh my goodness.
And we're we don't want to steal it because then they're going to say "Oh, well, we don't see a problem. I don't want to mess with it." And then,
well, you got mold in the wall.
And that's my biggest problem. I have a 2-month-old and a 1-year-old. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the last thing I want to deal with. I already kind of deal with enough with the apartment complex.
Yeah.
So I'm like, of course this would happen. And then my 1-year-old literally just had open heart surgery back in September.
Well, you
so
need to tell them that and put some urgency in getting that thing repaired.
Well, they're supposed to be sending someone out this morning, and I literally just got back to work this week, so I had to call off, work from home, and I'm just like, yo, I can't catch a break. I had to buy 3 new tires yesterday for $500. I'm like, it's one thing after another. But I'm more so mad at the fact that I just got new furniture.
Yeah.
And
no, listen. No one's listening right now will not dispute that you are mad.
Yeah.
You are. Listen, hang in there, Jessica. In life, we got to deal with stuff, and you just got to say it'll be over here real soon. But make sure they fix that for your children.
Oh no, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Wow, she's just frustrated. I can get that. B, what's over there, man?
XL Mower powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said they are mad because rent's so high.
Yeah, it is.
Heard that.
Crazy money. $2,500 for a little tiny house. It's crazy.
Wow. Ray would have gone,
I
understand.
texted that one in. That was me.
For you to be anonymous, you're not supposed to say it was me. All right. Celebrity news. What's up?
We're going to talk more about Prince Harry taking a stand against the London courts.
All right, let's do it. Johnny's house.
WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
This is Dua Lipa.
Hey, it's Lil Nas X.
1067
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
So, Prince Harry appeared in a London court again this week to testify against the Mirror Group newspaper over the unlawful information and the gatherings and everything. He mentioned his wife, Meghan Markle, and their 2 children. The judge told Harry not to discuss his evidence with anyone before returning for the cross-examination on yesterday. And that's when Prince Harry joked if his wife, Meghan Markle, and their children count as he would be FaceTiming later that night. Because, he was like, okay, I'm going to talk to my family later tonight. Am I allowed to talk to them about it and all that stuff? So, but it's been pretty wild because he made a rare comment about his late ex-girlfriend, Caroline Flack. She unfortunately died by suicide in 2022, but he appeared in court and he was talking about how he alleges that the British tabloids unlawfully tapped into his phone, but also into her phone. And he was talking about this evening where he specifically, between him and his ex-girlfriend, who's no longer with us, that they had a brief fling and all this stuff. And then all of a sudden, like, all of these news outlets came out with all this information that they had been talking about.
And it's like, how they know who's talking? And it's just the 2 of us on the phone. Yes.
So he was just sitting there and, like, he was thinking, like, how are these people knowing all these things and releasing it into the outlet when I'm having a personal conversation with my, late ex-girlfriend? And so it's just like, it's one story after another, and how he's just talking about all these instances where he's like, I know you guys were doing something.
The tabloids say, no, we didn't tap your phone. We bugged the room.
Yeah. I mean.
See, you didn't call us up on that one.
Whatever it was. I mean, but also he was talking about how he found like 2 people under his car at one point, like putting things underneath his car. And that they were waiting for him, like, outside of, like, a dinner date and all this stuff. So, I mean, this has been going on since he was young.
Okay, I was going to say, did this happen after he left the royal family? But you're saying it's been happening his whole life.
No, this is, like, from when, almost to right after his mother passed away. Like, he started to notice all these things.
But here's the thing. What happened to his mom is tragic. And you don't want that to happen to anyone. And he has a understood hatred of the tabloids.
Yeah.
But it could make you paranoid.
For sure.
That if somebody drops something and they're by your car, they're putting something in my car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And it definitely makes you hate them because they've ruined every aspect of your life.
Absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
TMZ, meanwhile, goes, y'all think I'm bad. Y'all been bad-mouthing us for years.
I mean, like, over
Look at this right here.
Because we pay a hospital worker.
Yes.
Over in the UK, they are ruthless.
They're vicious.
Oh, my gosh. That scares me.
Yeah.
The way that they are.
I know, man.
A very upsetting update from Shannon Doherty. Did you see this?
I heard about it, but I didn't hear the story.
So she's opened up about her fear about her ongoing battle with stage 4 cancer, and she's been sharing her troubles, and updating fans and everything. She was diagnosed in 2015, undergoing like multiple rounds of chemotherapy and everything. But unfortunately, she said in 2020 that the cancer had returned. So, and then in January of this year, she was showing that she got like CT scans and showed some things in her brain that looks like it's just been spreading. So she's been doing radiation and everything. So it's just like, it's very sad despite like all the emotions and everything. But she's like, obviously it's a very high tense situation to be dealing with. But obviously her fear is,
of course,
unfortunately passing. But she's fortunate to have so many great doctors. But she's been battling for so long.
Yeah.
They thought she was going to lose a long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, but I was surprised that she was acting again because she had gotten so sick.
Yeah. So, I mean, but she's been sharing everything. She had like the mask all over her head for like the radiation so it doesn't go to your brain and all of that. So, but she looks good and she's trying to, have high hopes and everything, but
good.
It's very sad.
Good that she's trying to work through this. That's what's going to happen. All right, we come back. We were talking and discussing off the air, and Brian has a great idea about something we should do.
I'm rethinking it's probably not a great idea.
Oh boy.
Record what we do off the air and start putting it on the air. I don't have a problem with it.
Like on a podcast.
Yeah.
But only if it's like approved.
Yeah.
Like obviously I wouldn't sneak attack y'all.
And we were talking about leaving kids alone and what age you should leave kids alone or left your kids alone. And we'll bring that topic on the air next when we get back on Johnny's House. Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. It is Johnny's house. It's going to be raining today. 50% chance. 87 is a high. It is 75 right now. We're talking about what age leaving your kids at home and what age we were left alone at home. And Ray, you found this survey, and what did they say that adults should do?
Okay, so this actually blew my mind because they're talking about how there's a lot of people that are like, okay, so if we want to go away for the weekends and like how old our kids are, 14% of adults said that they would leave 13-year-olds at home alone for the weekend.
13?
Yes.
Yeah, and this isn't like latchkey. Like we were latchkey pretty early. Like this is where you're home after school till your mom gets home. This is I leave on Friday to go to South Carolina
and come back Sunday night.
And I'll see you Sunday.
Yeah.
13?
Yep. If they had to go out of town for the weekend, not just an evening, a whole weekend.
I want to meet those parents.
Yeah.
I really do. I'm like, what is it? Is your kid just really mature?
13. When I was my house, I had 4 brothers, 4 sisters, and I was the youngest. So there was always somebody there. And I'll never forget the first time that my parents went away for the weekend. I think I was 17, and I was at home alone for the very first time. And I never forget, I couldn't sleep. I was scared, and I slept with a butcher knife.
Yeah.
I was scared, man.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it. Yeah, I got it. I was absolutely scared. But my kid now, I'm just starting to, he's 14, leaving him home while I go to the grocery store and come back, you know.
And that's right around the corner.
Yeah, right around the corner. Yeah, I would never. And he wouldn't want to. He goes, it's for my safety. Boy, ain't nobody going to bother you in this house, but he's afraid. He's never been at home alone, but I'm starting it now.
Weird. I just like think of myself as when I was 13 and I'm like home by myself overnight. Like, I feel like your imagination and everything.
Absolutely.
You would be so scared.
Mine was at 17. I heard everything. I stayed up, tried to watch movies, and they were all horror movies. And I'm like, Brian, what did you when you left home? I left home by yourself for a period of time.
For the weekend?
Yeah.
15.
15.
Yeah, 15. But I mean, my
But you had
mom.
your brother, though.
No, he was gone at 15 because he's 3 years older than me.
Yeah, okay.
So the first time they left me home by myself and they went to like the beach for the weekend, I was 15.
And how was it?
It was cool. I had friends that came and stayed with me.
Okay.
Like I invited my friends to spend the night, and I had a car. That he had, so he could drive me places if I needed to go anywhere. Because there was no Uber Eats or any of that stuff back then.
Okay.
So 15 for me. My son, we didn't leave him home alone for the weekend until 17.
17.
We didn't leave him home alone overnight for the first time until 16. And that's because we had too much to drink and didn't want to drive home.
Yeah.
And so we didn't even tell him we weren't coming home.
Yeah.
He was asleep.
Okay.
And the next morning, he found out through his text when he saw it, hey, we're going to be home in a few hours.
Oh, because if he knew, it would have.
I didn't want to freak him out.
Yeah.
Well, and we have a safe touch system that I can control from my phone, so I just set the alarm and don't worry about it.
Nerissa, how about you?
Well, I have my oldest sister. She is 4 years older than me, so she was like the babysitter in the family.
Yeah.
But I think I might have been maybe like 17 when I was left home alone, like when my mom left us 3 because she had to go to Panama for an emergency.
Yeah.
But, my older sister, she was watching us, so she
you
was like in her 20s.
Were you ever left home?
No,
alone?
my mom wouldn't dare to do that, no.
No?
Yeah.
Really? Not even like in late teens?
No.
Really?
I was always with my sisters, too.
I got you. So we want to find out from you, at what age do you feel comfortable leaving your kids alone for the weekend? Mine for the weekend, he'll be 22. By himself. How old were your kid, or how old was your kids when you left them alone for the weekend? All right, it was just the kids. All right, here's some emergency money. Don't do this, don't do that, and you're gone. I couldn't even have fun knowing that. My kid?
No, I would be like paranoid the entire time.
407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. The XL Mobile is for texting. It's 41067. Social media, live stream. If you're watching this, we can get comments from you. But we want to find out. They say the average age, these people feel 13 years old is old enough to leave the kids home alone by themselves for a weekend. No. But we want to find out from you. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. At what age do you feel comfortable leaving your kids alone for the weekend? Want to talk to you on Johnny's House. Live streamers, good morning. How are we doing? What's happening? What's on your mind? What you talking about? What it is, yo? Or what's up? What up? Or what's going on? Or what it is? But do you know? Tell me what time it is. Do you know? Do you know what time it is? Yeah, man, I'm going to be awake today. You ever been awake tired? Yeah. Man. What's up, Joanne? Good morning. I'm doing great. What's up, Brian? Hey, Brian, I got your message about having a cigar. We have a private cigar night on the top deck. It's a tradition. Get with me, and I'll tell you where it is on the cruise ship. But it's a bunch of cigar smokers. Now that they've narrowed it to like a certain area on the top deck, it's probably like 15. We just grab some tables, put them together. Somebody brings wireless music, and we just smoke cigars. So if you wanna join us, it ain't for everybody, but I'll let you know where it is. Good morning, Mandy Moore. What up? Yeah. No, we got most of the people who have them, if you forget, they pack cigars, and it'll be cool. It's a lot of fun. We sit in their bar, we have drinks. Next thing you know, we start talking trash to each other.
They're planning a canopy for Camping World Stadium. That'd be badass.
If you're on that left side.
I'll be all about that. That's pretty badass. $400 million.
Man, the way they've been nickel and diming that stadium, you know how nice a stadium we could have had?
Just build one.
Yep. Nice. All right, yeah, just get with me on the boat, man. We haven't decided what night it is, but like I said, it's not on the itinerary. Do we have an itinerary? Yeah, we probably got a generalization on what we're gonna do and what times. If you got any questions now, I'll answer them for you. What's up, Adley, my man? Yeah. Also, the young lady, if you got any real questions about the cruise, the young lady who you guys booked through, we let her in, so she's monitoring it every day. If you guys got any questions, she'll answer them for you. But yeah, we got a basic itinerary of what we're gonna do with you guys. Well, I'm not gonna go through the whole itinerary, man. Just know that what is it, 6:30? Is it 6 or 6:30
for dinner?
No, the first party.
Oh, I don't know because it'd be based on dinner.
Dinner.
Yeah.
But we always break it enough time to get there.
Yeah. It's always.
I think it's 6 to 8.
It's always about an hour and a half after the boat actually pulls out.
Yeah.
And then it leads right up to almost dinner.
Yeah. We leave that and go to dinner.
Yep.
So the first party is from probably be from 6 to 8. And that's the most important party because that's when you get the instructions.
David Guetta and BB Rexa. I'm good.
And that's when you meet everybody for the very first time.
And then after dinner, you just kind of break do your thing.
Yeah.
Then we always end up in the club.
By 11 o'clock, we end up in the club.
Then
I'd say 40% of y'all will make it to the club.
First night, yeah, most of y'all won't make it. Y'all think you'll make it. You
say
say
you'll
make it. You talk a whole bunch of junk about making it, and then your ass won't make it.
You won't make it.
And then if you do make it to the club, there's a good chance you won't make it to the pool the next morning because you say you will, but again, you won't. We're usually at the pool like by 10 a.m.
Yep, because
so we
want
can
to get a
post
little
up and
area.
get our spot.
We I saw you guys on Facebook. Somebody said, yeah, they just want to I just want to meet some chill friends. This ain't the chill cruise. It's not. You can do it. You know what? Here's the thing. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can duck in.
For sure.
And duck out. But if you're going to try to ride with us, there ain't no chilling. There ain't no chilling. We go hard.
And there's no shame in stepping away, taking a quick little breather, and then jumping back on.
Yeah.
You're really just doing yourself a favor because really there's not any way to impress us. We've seen it all.
We've seen it all.
So
this is year number
running yourself ragged ain't going to impress us.
Year number 17, we have seen it all. So you want to party, you can. If not, you want to go soon, check out some shows and stuff. Do whatever you want. There is nothing mandatory. We do ask you to go to that first party because that's when you're going to meet everybody for the very first time. And the last party because we're going to have an award. Oh, that reminds me, I got to order those awards. We got to come up with those.
Oh, yeah. If you booked with us, we all have the same dining.
Yeah.
So we'll all be at the same.
Yeah, late dining. It's late dining.
They seat us all together.
We
so,
sit all together,
you know,
yeah.
dinner can be kind of a social thing.
Yeah.
I don't know who you'll be with. You could be at a table of just 4 if you have a group of 4. You could be at 2. You could be at a table of 10.
But whoever you're sitting with will be in our group.
Everyone will be in our group.
Yeah.
Maybe not the whole dining room, but our section.
We're partying all night the first night. Whatever.
I mean, you can if you want, but you're just
gonna
going to set yourself up for not enjoying the second and third night. That's up to you guys. Do what you think. Do what you want.
My thing is this. If you're not a regular drinker, if you blow it out the first night, you'll be hungover the next day. It won't be a fun experience. Like the last time we went to Mexico, and
oh my God,
we were drinking, and the guy was drinking 40s in the ocean, and Brian and Ray were drinking tequila from the ground. But I got back on the boat at 6 that night. I was out. I was done. Y'all didn't see me.
It's not about. See, here's the problem with y'all. It's about I can keep up. It's not about keeping up. Get to a spot where you're good, and then just maintain.
Yep. And we do that.
Yeah, like what I drink shouldn't dictate what you drink.
Yep.
Because trust me, I ain't chasing y'all. If y'all get ahead of me, which I doubt, I'm not gonna be like, well, I gotta catch up.
Arlene says I'm a lightweight. Good. Then you know your limits. Just know what you know what you got. Because last thing you want is for you to get so hungover that first night that you're hurting the next day. Because you will be hurting, and then you're on the ocean. And then you're going to be in the sun. You don't even know you're in the sun because it's a nice breeze going because you're on the boat. And next thing you know, you're sick as hell.
And then you're going to get drunk. And you're going to make an ass of yourself. And you can't unmake an ass of yourself. And now you're just the ass for the whole cruise.
That's true.
You don't want to do that. We've had it done before.
I've done that.
I've been it. We've all done it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Look, first cruise ever, we had moms and daughters naked cartwheeling down the hall.
Oh, yeah.
So
that's the first one.
You ain't going to top nothing we seen.
That's the first one. All right, guys, we got to go on the air. David Guetta, BB Rexa, I'm good. It's recently 1 billion streams. 1 billion with a B. It is 8:22 on a day where it's going to be a 50% chance of rain. Otherwise, partly cloudy. 75 right now, looking for a high of 87. Did a survey, and a lot of parents say the average age to leave your kid alone for the weekend, 13. You out of your damn mind. But we want to find out for you, what age did you leave your kids alone or for you? Hey, Kelly.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
Doing great.
All right. So what age?
Well, I was left home at 17, and I was the older sister.
Okay.
Not a great idea.
Okay.
Back then, there was no social media except telling your younger sister that you could have a few friends over.
Uh-huh.
And that basically went viral.
Okay. So
through the mouth. And my 5 little friends that came over hung out, and pretty much the whole high school showed up at my house.
And you let them in?
My sister. Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't want her to tell on me.
Oh my goodness! So how many people ended up in your house?
Probably about 60 to 70 people.
Did your parents find out?
Only because I didn't know that my parents had kind of talked to the neighbors.
Of course.
Look out.
They always do that.
Yep.
Yeah, so I kind of got busted. Of course, it was days later by the time that my neighbors talked to my parents. But the same thing, I thought, knowledge is power. I was going away on a trip and thought I would leave my kids home when they were a little bit older. I went away for the weekend and told them, behave.
How old were they?
You can have well, my oldest was 20. I thought, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
And, but her best friend was turning 21. So my house became the hot spot for the.
Well, how do you get mad at that?
Yeah.
because they're adults.
Yeah. I was mad that I forgot that her best friend was turning 1 in the same month as my birthday. So.
Okay, you got mad at yourself. You hold on a second there, Kelly. Steve.
Hey, good morning. Good morning, guys.
I'm reading this. You were left alone at what age?
About 10, 11. My mom was a nurse, so she worked overnight. So she would leave us in the house, my brother and I, and she's like, okay, you know what? If you guys need anything, run next door, or you should be fine. But again, it was a different time.
Yeah.
We were street cats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We were street cats. We were sweet. My kids today, look, I've got a Rottweiler son. He's 14. He's 5'11", 260 pounds. I got a daughter that's 9, and she's 5'5" and 200 pounds. And I would never leave these house cats alone. I wouldn't even make it down the street.
Yeah, they're not equipped these days. These
Yeah.
kids.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
I think I would have a coronary just about a block away from the house, just thinking about everything that's gonna go wrong. No, I couldn't. They are not built for that.
Yeah.
today.
Nope.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's just different. But hey, I love your segment, love your show.
Thank you,
and
Steve.
Brian, you ready? Another 60 days, and then a CANES.
Oh, yeah, Canes, baby.
Yeah, 60 days.
It's gonna be all day, every day.
It is.
I mean, once again, this is our year, and it's probably not, but
Hey,
I love it. I love it. Steve, thanks, man.
so.
Thanks for sharing that.
all right, take care.
All right. Ray, on the social, what they say?
It's funny because all of these people are like, oh, I was left home at like 13, but my own child, I couldn't wait until they were like 18.
18.
It's like these kids are never equipped
They're
for
not
it
equipped?
nowadays.
No,
My
they're just
parents
not.
never trusted us to be alone.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it was like never for a weekend. My son is 14 and I worry when I'm at work all day.
Yep. B, what they say?
XL Mobile, powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check, call Dan Newland. Someone said at 15, and they lived on 5 acres.
Woo!
So that would be scary, man.
Yeah, man.
At 15, that'd be scary.
You about to give me a gun.
And someone said, I can't leave her alone overnight. Can't do it. 16.
No.
I know what'll happen.
Yeah. Oh,
She
yeah.
knows her child. And the Reese live streamers, what are they
We
talking
got
about?
Alvaro. He says that his son is 13 and wouldn't think to leave him alone
Yep.
for the weekend,
He's just
maybe
not
for
equipped.
a grocery trip. But yeah. And Victoria, she said that they would leave us alone for the day trip, but never long enough to get in trouble.
Yeah, that's it, man. It's funny how the kids equipped. They just not equipped.
They're not. The day trip is the trick because they never know when you might
can
walk
come
in.
back.
and go
That's
back.
right.
Like
That's right.
Once they know you're not coming home till Sunday, there's
Yep.
some leeway. But if they think
Yep.
at any moment I might roll up,
I remember my parents let me with my brothers, and we were like, well, what time you get back? Don't worry about it. We'll
Yep.
be back. We'll be back when we get back.
And my mom would do the same thing. She'd
Yeah.
be like, this house better be clean by
Wait.
the time I come back.
And you're sitting back going, well,
we'll
we're just
figure
going
it
to
out.
have it clean and just sit here.
I would tell my son we'll be home in about an hour when we were 20 minutes away.
No, did you?
That way I'm
Smart.
like, ooh, let me catch a little butt. Let me catch a little
I
butt.
want to find you. Listen, when I come back, I'm going to tell you a story, and it has something to do with like the history of this show and when something bad really turned out in the long run to be something really, really good. And we'll find out when it happened to you. I'll tell you that story next on Johnny's House. Johnny's house, it is 8:38. It is Thursday. Expect a 50% chance of rain. It's going to start getting hot. It's going to be in the 90s next week, like 94, 95. So summer's here. 87, and it is 75 right now. I want to tell you, I went out to dinner last night with our program director and some people in the record industry. And it was a young lady that our paths been crossed through the years. And I'll give you some backstory on it. A long time ago, we were looking for someone else to join our show. And this was before Jade. Doc left, right?
Doc had left, and we were just trying to fill the spot.
So we put it out there, and, I mean, it was like people would think it's one of the hottest jobs in the country. So we were getting emails, we're getting packages, we're getting all this stuff in the mail. Well, one package kind of got through because this young lady was persistent. She wanted this gig, and she was sending poster boards that had her name on it and reasons on why she should be a member of the show and photos of Photoshop photos of her with us, and
she had put herself in a lot of the photos from like our website because there was no social media, but web was a big deal.
Yeah.
So some of our photos she had downloaded off the internet and then put her face in them.
She got crafty.
Oh yeah, so she needed to be noticed. So I reached out to her, and she was working in radio in Gainesville or Tallahassee, one of those. And she said, "Well, I want to audition, but I'm on the air here, and we bleed over in that market." And I said, "Well, I don't know how you're gonna do it without your boss finding out." She said, "I don't even care. I want a chance at this." So we told her to come in the next day. Well, the previous day, out of the blue, just rolled up on the steps was Jade. Mm-hmm. Jade found out about the job. I think her brother told her. She got all her friends to give her some money for an airline ticket. Showed up here. I was like, I don't know. They said, "Listen, she's here. Let's give her an audition." And so the next morning we did, and within the next 45 minutes to an hour, we knew she was the one.
Yeah.
Right. But unfortunately, this young lady named Samantha was driving here for the job. And the PD at the time called her and said, "Hey, no need to come here. We already got somebody, blah, blah, blah." And I just didn't feel right about that. So I called her and I said, "Hey, listen, I apologize that you're coming all the way down here, but we found somebody else." And as soon as I said that, she just started crying.
Of course,
and just crying. And so I talked to her for about an hour. And she says, "Cool, look, you're a young talent. You know what? This is one. Just keep going. I mean, you're persistent, blah, 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 blah." And last night I got the rest of the story. She said she was so upset. She just kept driving to Miami.
Oh,
that's where her parents were. Went to Miami and then had to drive back the next day to be on the show that she left. But what happened is that it changed her path. You know, she said got out of radio and started being a record person, and now she's very big in the business, and she's in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. And I talked to her last night. I said, "What if your life would have been totally different if you would have taken the radio job?"
For sure.
And she goes, yes, it would. And we talked about that. But it seems like out of something bad, she said, "I'll never forget that you talked to me, and it changed my life. It changed everything." And I'm sitting there going, I just felt bad that you.
Yeah, right. When you were driving here.
Down here. I really felt bad about that, and it changed her life to the point that she's doing what she's doing now, and we talked about that. And then she met Jade years later, and Jade would tell her that Brian and I would have that picture that she sent us and put it in the chair when Jade was late. We're like, "Hey, you know who wouldn't be late? Samantha would."
Anytime she messed up, we're like, "Man, we could have had her." I know she wouldn't have done that.
Mental abuse.
We are mentally abusive.
Yes.
So when Jade met Samantha years later, she goes, "You're her? I love you, but I hate you." And she told her the reason why.
Yeah.
But we met last night, and it just shows you how when something bad can happen, something good can come from it. For me, when I got fired from my first radio job, it was the worst thing to happen. Mm-hmm. But if I didn't get fired, I would still be doing overnights at a heavy metal station in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
I would have still been there because I'm kind of loyal that way. So even though I thought it was horrible, it was the best. Ray, one of the situation, something bad happened, and
I think that whole time frame where I was going down the wrong path and I was just hanging out with the wrong people, and unfortunately I've had a couple of friends OD and in jail, and so that the worst situation possible. I feel like it was just very eye-opening, and I was like, okay, I am no longer a part of this life, and just focused on what I want to do.
A lot of people couldn't do it.
Yeah.
They couldn't do that. But when something bad happened and then it turned out to be something good.
I mean, when I had to leave Texas to come back home, that was pretty bad. I had uprooted my whole life. First time ever, I figured I'd leave Florida, and I went to Texas. And now I loved college there, and I loved UNT, and I loved some of the people that I met. But it was really bad because it was a bad breakup.
Yeah.
Like, that was my first.
And you had to drive back, didn't you?
And I had to drive back by myself and then restart everything here. But had I not done that, I wouldn't have gotten in radio at all.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how your life path is just totally different?
I would never have met my wife. I would have never had my son.
Yes.
I wouldn't have started radio because I would have probably stayed in my graphic design career if I stayed in Texas.
I didn't know you, did I?
No.
No, didn't know you.
No, because I got back here in 99.
Yeah.
And I started interning at the radio station in 2000 right when they were buying XL.
Yeah.
So XL wasn't even in this building yet. But I would never have done that because I would have never switched my major. I would have stayed in graphic design because I was working in a graphic design center in Texas.
Wouldn't it be crazy if you could just, before you get to the gates, and they said, well, let me tell you what happened. You got a question? I want to see what happened if I would stayed. And saw your life path on where it would go.
Right, because, not that this show wouldn't survive without me, but, I've been here for 22 years, so this whole thing would be different.
Yeah, absolutely it would be different.
You know what I mean?
No, absolutely. No reason for you.
It's happened twice where I stayed in Florida because I was in a relationship. So the first time I was going to move to California after I graduated college, and I was in a very serious relationship, and I was like, well, I'm very comfortable. I think this will be a happy life. Broke up. Years later, same thing. I was getting ready to go to New York. I was like, I'm going to pursue my journalism up there. I'm going to do this. Met my ex, and sure enough, I stayed. But thank God, because it was right before the pandemic happened. And New York got hit bad.
Woo!
Yeah,
Yes,
so
it
I got
did.
lucky. Yeah.
I want to find out for you, when did something bad turn out to be something really, really good? Because some people are going through some things right now, and you're like, oh, this is horrible. And when we're all going through those things, we're thinking that. But something good came out of it in the long run. We want to hear your story. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067, XL Mobile 41067 for texting. Social media live stream is up, and drop comments there. It started out being really bad, but it turned out pretty good. We want to hear your story on Johnny's House. Brian wants to record our off-air conversation. Yeah, record that one, buddy.
See, that's what I mean. We got to be selective. Not all of them are for consumption.
8:54, 50% chance of a thunderstorm. 87 is a high. 75 right now. That one would cause some problems.
Yeah.
Cause some problems.
You think?
All right. Told you a story about someone who was trying to apply for the show, and at the last minute, we had to tell her to turn around and go away, pretty much. And her life has just blown up since then, so it was the right path to go on. So we want to find out from you when something bad turned out to be something really, really good. It's Tessa from Utah.
Yeah.
Tessa from Utah. Good morning, Tessa. How are you?
Hey, good morning.
All right. What's the weather like in Utah?
Today the high is supposed to be 81, but it says it might rain, so I guess we'll see.
The question on everybody's mind right now, Tessa, are you high?
Yes.
I'm like, do we even need to ask that anymore?
Do you breathe real oxygen and you just wake up and just get high? Goodness, girl.
I mean, it takes me like 20 or 30 minutes until I'm in a space where I'm like, all right, it's time.
20, 30 minutes, huh?
So everybody else get a cup of coffee? Tessa gets high.
She said 20 minutes of reality and I'm out.
That's how it works.
I actually have a coffee cup that has like the ability to smoke weed as well. So.
Oh my
Wait
God!
a minute.
You are very
I've seen
impressive.
those. I've seen those before.
So you can drink coffee and smoke weed at the same time?
Yes.
Wow.
Was that like a gift or did you buy that for yourself?
Oh, I bought it.
Yeah.
I mean, the effects that's doing on your body. Woo!
Caffeine and weed. All right, Tessa, what bad turned out being really good?
I have a million, but I wanted to pick the least depressing one.
Thank you, Tessa. Thank you for looking out for the show.
And last year, I was driving my beat-up Jeep to work, and someone in the truck in front of me had stuff that they didn't strap down, so crap flew off.
Oh, no.
I crashed.
Oh, no.
Totaled my Jeep. And less than a month later, I got a new car, and I love it, and I'm
good.
I hate having a car payment, but I love my car.
Very good. I'm glad nothing happened, but like you said, something bad happened, something good. And if that was not the depressing story, I'm glad you didn't tell us the real depressing ones.
Yeah.
There's like 5.
That's okay, Tessa.
Yeah,
that's okay.
we're good.
We're going to let you go back.
Don't mess up our high, baby.
Do you have to work today?
I do. I'm getting ready right now to go in the office in a bit.
And part of getting ready is getting high, Johnny. Come on now. How could I be expected to go to work if I ain't high?
Well, Tessa,
Exactly.
be safe, okay?
Wait,
What?
What?
can Brian do the duck sound? That
Oh my
Can I?
God.
Can Brian
I
do the duck sound? Are you kidding me?
Of course I can.
She's enjoying
No,
this
let
so
it do it.
much.
Go ahead. Everybody be quiet. Go ahead.
She's got the giggles.
That's not the giggles.
oh my god.
Stop it, man. You can make that girl.
You're going to pee yourself, aren't you?
What is happening?
Wow. All right, well, Tessa, I'm glad we were able to make your day in Utah, and you go have a wonderful day, okay?
Thanks. Love you guys.
Hey, we love you too. That's a love one.
Wow.
Bye, Tessa.
Wow.
Bye-bye. Wow.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Wow,
Bye.
that was fun.
Wow. Ray.
Now we've reached our duck quota for the month.
I know.
Seriously.
Wait.
Oh, you scared the crap out of me.
I thought, like, what do we do?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I know. I was like, what's happening? So good things that came out of bad things.
Okay.
Let's see here. Actually, that's very extreme.
Thank you.
Somebody said it came out of my mother.
Wow.
That was awesome.
That was okay. B.
Yeah, some of them are very intense.
Brian, what's coming from
I do like that one. That one was pretty good. Let's see. XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a check. Call Dan Newland. Someone said they got fired from their first job, and it was the first time they ever got fired. They were
Yes.
super embarrassed. Felt like
Yep.
they weren't good
Same
enough for
here.
the world.
You're right.
But they said, looking back, it was actually the best thing that ever happened. It
Yep.
taught me about office politics and the way that things work in an office, and everything since then has been great
Yes.
as far as work goes.
Yes.
So it's a great lesson in life.
I mentioned before that when I got fired from my first radio job, I locked myself in a room for 3 days. I would not come out. And we didn't have a cell phone, so when the phone rang, I just let it ring. But out of all of that, something good happened. Can I get one more, man, before we go into do this?
I know. You know
I hate it.
And she's still listening.
Yes,
I know.
she is.
So one more for the road, Tessa.
Hold on. Tessa, did you hang up?
No.
Why did you hang up, Tessa? Why are you still on the phone? Hang up.
You usually hang up, so you didn't hang up, so I was like, well, I'll just stay here.
You hang up first. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up.
She's getting a lot of love on the stream right now.
Bye, Tessa.
I am.
Hang up the phone. Hang up.
No.
Well, I'm going to hang up on you. We got stuff to do. Bye, Tessa. I'm hanging up now. Bye-bye. Bye.
Trip to our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword LUCKY to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's LUCKY to 200-200. WXXL HD1, Tavares, Orlando.
I am Ed Sheeran.
This is Ariana Grande.
What's up, everybody? This is Justin Bieber.
1067
Orlando.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Stop shaving today with Ideal Image Med Spa. Dial pound 250. Say the keywords Radio Ray. So Tom Holland, he recently finished filming a new Apple TV Plus series called The Crowded Room. And it took so much out of him that he's taking a year off. So I feel like we hear this from a lot of celebrities that like go so hard and like deep into their character. But he was like, it was a tough time for me for sure. We were exploring certain emotions that I've definitely never experienced before. And then on top of that, being a producer, dealing with the day-to-day problems on set and all that, it just added extra level of just pressure.
Here's the crazy thing about actors is they can and actresses, they can have so much work piled up that they can take a year off, but they still have movies coming out.
So what's weird for him, though, is I looked it up because, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
That's in pre-production. It's not done yet.
The Crowded Room?
No, Spider-Man. And he's Spider-Man.
Oh, and he's taking a break?
He's taking a year off, and Spider-Man is still in pre-production.
Oh,
so,
wow.
like, they're going to have to push that a year if he sticks to the year off.
Yeah.
And he's got another Fred Astaire biopic where he plays Fred Astaire.
Oh, dang.
And it's in pre-production. So 2 major films now, because when he took them, he probably wasn't thinking this was going to take a toll on him.
Yeah.
So now he's going to have to make a decision.
Yeah, but he's talking about like he plays, so The Crowded Room, he plays a guy who gets arrested and interrogated after a shooting in New York City in 1979. There's the first 3 episodes drop tomorrow. So this is something that is like has been done.
Okay.
So I don't know, but if he's taking a year, that's crazy now that you mentioned that timeline.
Yeah, I mean, he may not take a full year. He may just, because he's so burnt. I mean, it's first time producing. He went through a big emotional swing. He may just step back for a little bit and then go, okay, I'm ready.
Here's the thing, because they're releasing it now, he may not have done a project in about 5 or 6 months.
Could be.
You know, so it's like 6 more months and it'll be.
Yeah, I don't know when they wrapped that. But he's been out a lot with Zendaya. Like, they've been posting a lot of photos of them hanging out together.
Love them
They're
together.
so cute.
It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Go ahead.
Stop it.
Don't
They've been
say
together
that.
forever and they're so good.
Yeah, I mean, I think if anyone is, it might be them, actually.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work. I'm just talking
You
crap.
just,
Go
you're
ahead.
bitter. So you're just bitter, aren't you? Huh?
Thank you, Ray.
You're welcome. The internet is kind of bringing sweet justice down to Justin Bieber's dad. I don't know if you saw this.
No, what's up?
So he posted some other hateful messages about like Pride Month and all that. So he posted something about like, don't forget to thank a straight person this month for your existence.
Justin Bieber's dad did that?
This is Justin Bieber's dad. So if you see Justin Bieber trending, it's because of his father.
Yeah.
Nothing that he said. But a lot of people are killing him, and some of the responses are kind of like straight savage. So like, don't forget to thank your son for all the money that you have. And the same one that you actually abandoned as a child. So they're like going
Look,
after him.
That's gonna stop today, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because Justin's gonna hit him up. Dad, keep it up. I'm not gonna give you any money. All right, I'm done, son.
Yeah, so the online like thrashing right now is pretty intense for him. So just when you thought Leonardo DiCaprio was moving on with a different girlfriend, remember I was like, oh, he's got another 22-year-old model. Well, he was spotted out with Gigi Hadid spending time with his parents. So they were all together. They went out to dinner. His parents were there, hanging out with his dad, his stepmom, and all that stuff. So, I mean, it looks like they're still going strong. We're guessing that,
They dated?
Gigi and Leo?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been spotted multiple times together for like the past couple of months, but
Hey,
so he's introducing now.
he's Leo, man.
I know. Also, there's like actor Jay Johnston who has been arrested by the FBI for alleged participation in the January 6th riot. So that's also trending right now. He plays the pizzeria owner. So if you're a Bob's Burger fan, I know there's still like a diehard following for that show.
Yeah.
But charges include like civil disorder, entering or remaining in a restricted building. So like it's still crazy that they're just going through all of that and arresting people. And some of them
absolutely.
are celebrities.
They got every bit of footage they could find. They're using face recognition, and they're coming to your house and getting you.
Yeah. So he also worked with the Sarah Silverman Project, Arrested Development, Anchorman. So he's pretty big out there.
I feel bad for the people who were down there and they didn't know what was going on. They were just marching. Because some people were like, well, look, we ain't signed up.
Yeah, I mean, we were just here yelling stuff. And now all of a sudden we're vandalizing things?
I didn't sign up for that, man.
No, you want me to steal the Constitution? What?
I'm out of here, man. Forget that. All right, what is going on in the world? What is trending? We try to tell you, and we'll do that next. Johnny's House. Johnny's House 909. Expect some rain today and 50% chance of that. Partly cloudy, 79, and the high of 87. So much is going on. Reese, will you please try to fill us in? What's trending?
Yes, sir. So we talked about it earlier, but some wild news for soccer fans. Lionel Messi is coming to Major League Soccer and will be joining the Inter Miami. And sources say that he is signing for a 2.5-year deal that's worth $125 to $150 million.
Good Lord.
Yes, and then on top of that, the Inter Miami is adding 2,500 to 3,000 more seats to the Drive Pink Stadium, which is based out of Fort Lauderdale. That's where they're playing. So, look out for that, any soccer fans.
Very good, very good.
Miami Heat, they lost against the Denver Nuggets yesterday, 109-94. Next game is tomorrow at 8:30.
They had two players. Who was it? They had two players. They both had triple doubles.
Joker had it. And the other guy, I don't remember his name.
Goodness.
I saw it on Twitter.
They won't be able to do that 2 games in a row.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but man, I don't know.
Yeah, this one's up in the air. It depends on which team shows up to play.
Yeah. Because Denver hadn't lost at home until then, and Miami had been strong all playoffs at home. And yeah.
This is a fun one to watch. Yeah. So the new iOS 17 update for Apple announced 7 new features, and I thought some of them were pretty cool.
All right, what are they?
One of them will let you receive what's called a live voicemail, which is when someone's FaceTiming you, you'll be able to see like a text pop up on the screen, and it'll just basically say what they want to talk to you about, and you can just answer it if you want to or not. So,
that's cool.
Okay.
Another one is called Name Drop. It's a feature where you can share contact information by tapping your iPhones together. That's kind of a thing right now, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And another one that caught my attention, you don't have to say hey anymore to get Siri's attention. So
really?
You don't have to say hey Siri, just Siri.
Somebody
is that
gave
a thing
me
right now?
Someone last night gave me their contact information by bumping.
Yeah, you can do that.
Bumping
It's
their
a
phone.
thing, but I guess iPhone is trying to do that just without some sort of like
app or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
FunSpot is celebrating their 25th anniversary by selling single-day tickets at $25. The window is very, very short. It's going to be on sale on June 10th from midnight to 2 p.m.
They do stuff like that a couple times.
That's a great deal too, though.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use them whenever.
Regular prices run for $60. So
my son loves the FunSpot.
Yeah, I remember they came out. They came out to the woods when we were doing that broadcast.
Yep.
I think Ray, you weren't there.
No, I wasn't. I was out of town.
Yeah, they came out in the woods with monkeys and tigers.
Yeah, I heard.
What?
Yeah.
FunSpot?
Yeah, they came out to say hello. To the show. Yeah,
the FunSpot's great.
There is a wildlife. What would you call that?
It's a refuge type thing. It's
in
like
the
a
woods.
rescue for animals.
In the woods in Apopka.
Like a real wildlife, not like
no.
raccoons. I'm talking about tigers and lions.
Oh my god.
We didn't believe it, so we went to broadcast out there.
And it's in the cut.
And they were feeding the tiger, and the tiger was looking at me, and he had that. I mean, he wanted to eat me.
I have the audio. This is the real tiger.
Yep.
This ain't like a sound effect. This is real.
This is real.
When Johnny got near it.
Yep. This is dog meat.
Wow. All right. So we got the duck, and now we got the lion.
Cool. That's pretty cool.
Yes, and some days to recognize. It's National Best Friend Day, Ocean's World Day, National Upsy Daisy Day, kind of lift your spirits a little bit, and World Brain Tumor Day.
Okay. All right. All right, we come back. We're going to talk about now. We have the iHeartRadio Music Festival coming up in Vegas in September, and another chance to win. We'll tell you all about that. We're going to find out some stories from Vegas. If you've ever gone, everyone has a story, and we'll give you an opportunity to share yours on Johnny's House. Morgan Wallen, and last night, number one on Billboard's Hot 100 for the 9th week, and we had an opportunity to watch him perform last year at the iHeartRadio Music Festival, and we got another chance for you to win coming up today about 1 o'clock. Partly cloudy with the high of 87, 50% chance of rain. It is 80 right now. We were talking, and we've been petitioning for years to go to the iHeartRadio Music Festival, and we've been talking about it, and last year we got the call. And I guess I would associate that with if you've been playing in minor league baseball your whole life and you get that call to tell you that you're going up to the to the majors.
Yeah.
And when we got that call, we was like, what? We thought it was a joke. And we dropped everything. I was already paid for a friend of mine that was celebrating his anniversary in Ray, you haven't gone there yet. Where were we going?
Was it Antigua? Is that where you guys were going to go? Weren't you going to some fancy place?
You haven't redeemed your
Carousel.
Carousel, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going there. Canceled it.
Yep.
Ray, you doing what?
I was going to do my first Bills game in Miami.
Canceled it.
Yep.
And Brian?
I was going on a cruise with my wife.
Canceled it. And we all canceled them. Have you redeemed yours yet?
I did redeem the cruise, yes, finally.
Mine.
And it was not even fun because they didn't stop because the port was under construction.
Right.
But it was worth it because I got to go to the iHeartRadio Music Festival
That's
instead.
right.
So.
That's right. And Ray, you haven't redeemed yours yet.
I have not. Hopefully this season.
I do too. But yeah, it's happening in September, and we mentioned it earlier. Foo Fighters, Fall Out Boy, Kelly Clarkson, Kane Brown, Lil Wayne, Lenny Kravitz, Miguel, Public Enemy, Sheryl Crow, Tim McGraw, TLC, 30 Seconds to Mars, and they're going to be adding some more. Another chance to win today is at 1 and at 5, and you listen for those keywords, and we want someone in Central Florida to win. So everybody has a Vegas story. And I'd gone to Vegas before, and I had a good time, but I hadn't had any Vegas stories until this time.
My first time in Vegas was with the show years ago when we stayed at Planet Hollywood.
That's right.
That was my first trip to Vegas ever.
And we had stories. This guy came up, talked to us on the air, and said he was the devil.
Yeah, he said he was the devil.
Oh, yeah. And
Fascinating.
after, and he had some guy that just followed him around. It was kind of scary. And you looked in his eyes, and we were like, this dude is legit.
He really thought it. I'm
yeah.
not sure if he really was the devil, but he thought it.
He said, because he had won something like $23,000. Like, so you walking around with $23,000 in your pocket right now? And he was like, yeah. Aren't you afraid of getting robbed? And he goes, nobody would rob the devil.
Oh.
And we were just like,
Wow.
A girl walked in at like 5 a.m. because the time changed. We're in the lobby of the
and it's bright sunshine, 5 o'clock in the morning.
Carrying her shoes, and we joked, walk of shame. And I came over, and she goes, oh, no, I'm not ashamed.
Yep.
Good for her.
She's like, I hooked up with that dude. I took his money, and he's back in his room. I'm going to mine. I'm good.
She's like, yeah. Well, why did you hook up with him? Because he stayed in the, what was it, the Bellagio?
Yeah, he was in the Bellagio, and she was in, Planet Hollywood, which is still beautiful, but it ain't the Bellagio.
Yeah.
And it was like, so how was it? She's like,
no
shame. No shame.
No, and she goes, I ain't ashamed.
I ain't ashamed. I was like, we're like, good for you.
I'm like, I'm good.
Good
I'm like,
for you. So that night was just so, the phone calls that we got was so bizarre.
Yeah, it was
weird. The whole night was just bizarre.
Now, the next week, I went back to Vegas because I had already had a Vegas trip planned to do my vow renewal with my wife.
Mm-hmm.
So we went back to Vegas, and that's when I first found Double Down, the bar that we go to that's open 24 hours a day. Happy hour is 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and it's like $2 drinks. We got destroyed. But I was supposed to meet up with Joey Fatone later that night because Steel Panther was playing.
Yeah.
And so I was going to go with Joey to see Steel Panther, and I had gone to Joey's stage show because he was hosting Dancing with the Stars stage show at the Tropicana. So we went to that, and then we went to Double Down, and we got destroyed. And then I fell asleep with $300 worth of Pink's hot dogs all over the room.
And there was only 2 hot dogs on the fry. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, right?
They're very expensive. They're very expensive.
We had probably 6 total because we tried everything. We had a Philly cheesesteak hot dog and a pizza hot dog. It was gross. But we didn't eat any of them. They're just all over the room.
Yeah.
And I looked at my phone. I had missed calls from Joey because we passed out.
Oh, yeah.
And I looked over at my wife, and I was half dead. I'm like, who the hell do we think we are? We just blew off the dude from NSYNC.
You didn't blow him up. You were hammered.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I hit him back. Bro, I'm so sorry. I would have much rather done that than drop half of my mortgage payment on Pink's hot dogs.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, no, I did the Pink's thing, too. Just had two hot dogs, a fry, and something else. It was like $27. But I couldn't send it back because there was a line behind me.
I know.
So we want to hear your Vegas stories. Everyone has one. Got a pair of tickets to see Ricky Martin, Enrique Pitbull Trilogy Tour, November 9th at the Amway. Tickets go on sale tomorrow. Tomorrow is when they actually go on sale, so you still win them before you can buy them. Everybody has a Vegas story. That's where the iHeartRadio Music Festival is going to be. We want to hear your Vegas story and impress us with it, because we want to hook you up. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If you can't get through, you can always text. And we're reading that all day. The XL Mobile is 41067. Social media, live stream if you're watching us. Drop comments, Vegas stories. How crazy was it? We want to hear yours. This is Johnny's House. 9:37. This is Johnny's House. I want to thank you for listening to the program. And if you're expecting what's going to happen today, been mentioning all day today, it's going to be a 50% chance of rain, otherwise partly cloudy. It is 80, looking for a high of 87. The iHeartRadio Music Festival is happening in September. Next chance for you to try to win, and we want somebody from Central Florida to win. Is at 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock today. You hit a keyword, you call in. We're talking about airfare, hotel accommodations, and 2 nights worth of tickets. Well, you can call, we can't, and we beg. And we hope that they can hear us. They did tell us we heard you begging. They didn't say stop, though.
No.
They just wanted to let us know we heard you.
We appreciate that.
Maybe I want to stop. We heard you.
You know that saying, squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yep. And corporate, they hear you, but then they got so many other things they just forget. Yeah. And they go, oh, dang.
Yeah, that generally is true. My grandma used to say that, but here it's squeaky wheel gets told to shut up.
Yep, be quiet. So we want to hear your Vegas story. Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas unless we ask you to call it in on a radio show. Marley, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, what happened in Vegas, girl? Tell us your story.
So I was just freshly 21, so just keep that in mind.
Girl, you're underage. You in there with a fake ID. I can hear it in your voice. Go ahead.
So I'm like 30 now, so it was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
And my best friend and I were at the Aria nightclub, and we saw this big VIP section just getting lit, and we saw this big sign that said, "Happy Birthday, Jay Sean." And we're like, no way. Like,
okay.
Jay Sean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I, got over a little closer to the VIP section, and it was Jay Sean.
Okay.
And I looked at my friend, and I'm like, we're going to party with them. And she's like, okay, let's go. And so we just kind of crept closer to the VIP section, and we're, dancing close to the section. And one of the guys in the section saw us and was like, hey, you guys, come with us. And so we got into their section, ended up partying with them all night, drinking $15,000 champagne until 5 in the morning.
My goodness.
That's Vegas.
And which one did you hook up with?
Yeah, baby, were you down?
No, and that's the thing. It was 5 a.m. They were like, we're going back to our rooms. And me and my friend are like, hey, thanks for the night. We'll see you later.
I believe it. I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
I believe that. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened if I'd have done it. I'd say, hey, man, that's Jay Sean. Let's go up over there. Yeah.
Me and Johnny rocking it out. Yeah.
Security. Hey, man, get off me, man. Get off me, dog. I ain't want to go over there anyway. Get off me. See, 2 pretty little girls, come on in and party with us. Good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you hold on a second, okay? Because we got some Ricky, Enrique, and Pitbull tickets we're going to give to you. Angelique, good morning.
Good morning, Cal. How is everyone?
Cannot compute.
It's good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hearing that story. I don't think my story could compete to that one because I got married in Las Vegas at the Venetian. So what we say, it's I got married on a boat in the middle of the desert on Friday the 13th wearing blue suede shoes.
Okay.
We got married at the Venetian in the gondola. Then at the after party, the whole wedding party, we went to a local strip club and got a little too much fun. And apparently only the dancers are allowed to take off their clothes, not the guests.
Y'all got naked?
Yeah, I almost got kicked out on my wedding night out of a strip club because of that.
You're up in this Spearmint Rhino?
Yes.
So you felt like, well, everybody else taking their clothes off. I'm going to go ahead and take mine off, too.
She was celebrating.
I was getting a lap dance. It was good. It was hot. Swinger mentality. Sorry.
Swinger mentality.
Okay, so you were getting a lap dance, and then you start taking your clothes off?
I said, this is so good. I got to take this shirt off.
Oh, my God.
Sir.
Wow. That's a good story. No, you definitely in good competition with that last one. So did they tell you to stop or they throw you out? They threw you out.
Yeah, they did. The dancer, she was really nice. It's like, no, darling, don't do this. So she stopped me. So before security came by.
She's like, girl, you're the 8th girl tonight trying to take her clothes off. All right. Hey, how much of the dance is there? Like 40, 50 bucks?
Oh, no, I think we dropped 75, and that was about 11 years ago.
75 for a
wow.
dance? Goodness.
Oh, my God.
Wow. I'd be in there sipping slow. You want to dance? No, I'm good. I'm going to go ahead and look at my man's table over there. Right? What'd they say?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so Leandra said my husband had to give me a lap dance in front of everyone at an absinthe show, and it was very embarrassing. And somebody said we got very drunk before eating at Gordon Ramsay's steak restaurant that we remember nothing except the $300+ bill.
300 plus at Ramsey's is
I
not
was like,
bad.
that's pretty
That's not
decent.
bad. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I thought you were about to say 3,000.
No.
300, you got some appetizers and some bread. Brian, what they say?
XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check, call Dan Newland. Fairly tame compared to the callers.
Okay.
Someone got married and stayed at Circus Circus. They played the ring toss game and won a giant SpongeBob and brought it home for their kid.
There was nobody else in Circus Circus. That's why you won.
One of the few memories I have of my mom and my real dad, they went on a business trip for my dad's machine company, and they that he worked for, and they went to Circus Circus.
Okay.
And I know I saw a picture, a Polaroid, and so when I went to Vegas for the first time, I'm like, I got to go to Circus Circus.
Yes.
I had no idea it was such a hole.
It is a hole.
That place is trash.
But I did see somebody's TikTok that they are trying to redo it.
I can believe that.
They say they just put the carpet in, and now the food court's a little bit better. They do have a buffet, but they suggest not to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
When do you go to Vegas and tell you not to go to the buffet?
Right.
But yes, Circus Circus is definitely.
I walked in going, what?
But I'm sure it was a lot better,
Yeah, sure.
back in the day. Marley, who partied with whoever you partied with, got a pair of tickets, Ricky Martin, Enrique, and Pitbull. It's going to be November 9th at the Amway. General public tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. It's 9:43, y'all. Let's get up out of here. It's 9:48. I just want to say this. You know, guys, it's a pleasure to work with you guys every day.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
For real. It really is. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me like that?
She's waiting for what's next.
Yeah.
I know that. We just talked about that, too. No,
Did we get the invite?
Listen to the podcast.
Are you leaving?
Yeah.
No. No, the mic opened and I just felt like saying that. It is. It's a pleasure working with you guys.
It is great.
It is. Crazy stuff could be happening in our lives where you come in for these 4 hours, but then you go outside that door. It's back.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Miss Ray, what you got going on, man?
Well, it is a pleasure to work with you guys as well. Other than that, I don't know what I'm doing today. I have some errands I need to run, and then hopefully go to the gym, and that's it.
All right, Reese.
I'll keep it going. It's been awesome working with you guys so far. Going home and I'm going to get
She
ready
said so
for
far.
so far.
Yeah. She said, everybody but that Brian guy. He won't leave me the hell alone.
Ironically enough, he's the one I love the most.
Very good.
No, I'm heading home. I'm going to get ready because tomorrow I'm driving to South Florida. So
You said you was driving to South Florida last week.
I know,
That's what
but
I had heard.
well, no, this time I really am because my older sister, she's pregnant, and I'm going to be taking her maternity pictures. So
okay.
not canceling that one.
Yeah, you got to go now.
For sure.
Okay. Man, you can't wait for that little. Will you be riding the
Bright Line?
The Bright Line?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. It opens September for us, I think.
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Oh yeah, pretty cool. That'll save you a lot of driving.
A lot of driving, yes, and patience.
B.
I mean, there's I working with you guys. I'm just kidding. I love working with you guys. It's so much fun. Nothing. I got a bunch of work to do around here. We're going to go out in the parking lot and shotgun some beers real fast.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure you watch our Instagram for that, and then you'll find out why we're doing it, and we'll hook you up with some stuff, and that's pretty much it.
I'll probably win. It's been a minute.
I haven't shotgunned a beer in a long time.
I'm terrible at chugging.
Yeah.
I haven't done it in a while, but I do love beer, so we'll see where this goes.
Where you do keg with the keg stands?
Yeah.
I would never do that.
I love keg.
What was your record time?
What's the enjoyment out of keg stands?
I can't
I don't understand.
I don't like being
I don't
upside down.
understand why do you do that?
It's just a challenge.
A challenge of what?
Just, college students doing
Ain't
things
nobody
that
here-
nobody
ain't
wants to do.
nobody in college now. Ain't nobody no damn college.
I feel like that's a college
Both
thing.
y'all grown ass women.
Y'all ain't been
you're right.
college
We are.
age
I would
in a
still
minute.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know that or not.
I have no explanation.
I've seen people do it, and I'm like, why you do that? I don't.
People shove 26 hot dogs down their throat for competition. I don't know why people do
Not
that.
the same. Not the same.
Because they win money and stuff.
See, you found out I like watching that. Now you want to dog it. I do watch it. It's a tradition. I cannot wait. Every time after Red Hot and Boom, I get up, I drive back home, I turn on the TV, boom, there it is.
Yep.
The Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Championship with our boy, Joey Chestnut, the best eater in the history of eating, professional eating. And we've had him on the show.
Yeah, we have.
That's right.
And he's
to
a
check it out.
normal size
Yeah,
dude.
it's
Yes.
so
Crazy.
weird.
I just watch him. Yong.
I can't look at it because of the bun.
Yong.
They dip the bun in water.
It's so strong.
I can't look at it because of that.
Yong.
If they ate them like normal,
Right?
damn it.
Oh my God.
Damn it. Damn it.
Please pull that video.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right.
I'm
Mark
gonna watch
that
the live
time.
stream. How delayed is the live stream? Oh, it looks like it's delayed.
Oh my God. I cannot
Wow.
wait.
Way to go, B.
That was great.
Brian shoving things in his mouth
I
like that.
saw it, but I just didn't say anything.
I think no.
Oh, man.
Here it
Oh,
goes.
man.
Here it comes.
We're watching the live stream, which you should do. It's our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of delay because YouTube's having some problems.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
So I'm not
I
sure.
mean,
All
but
right.
you're talking, so you're about to
Yeah.
I
run
mean,
the course.
this could have been last break.
It
We
could have
don't
been.
know.
Yeah,
It could have
true.
been. All right. Well, we'll watch it. You guys can watch it too. Nyong.
Well, when Johnny starts pretending to eat hot dogs, then you know it's coming up soon.
Yes. All right. Ryan Seacrest is all yours. Y'all have a beautiful day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, everybody, I gotta go. We gotta go downstairs and shotgun beers, like for real. It wasn't a joke. That was legit. So I will see you guys later. Bye, bye, bye. Just in case Tessa catches this later one last time. Peace out, G.